La 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 la. Test, test, test. Test, 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 test. Test, test. La 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 la.
Oh, I
Test,
see. I
test,
hear
test.
noise.
Okay, motherfuckers, here we go. Here we go. Now's the time. Now's the time for all good shit. Okay, hopefully this is going. Now's the time. Yeah, okay, there it is. Hey people, this should be live now. It should be public. Let me actually double check. Hang on, hang on. Public, yes, good, good. Okay, and you can hear me now. I think you can hear me. Excellent, good. Put on my sunglasses. Read the title, everybody. Read the title. This is a non-canonical Best Guy Ever live stream. So, see, this is what we're doing now. This is not relevant to the canon of Best Guy Ever. This is a totally separate enterprise happening here in these weekly live streams. I don't know. I really had a lot of fun doing it last time, so I thought, let's fucking do it again. Let's get into it. So yeah, so here we are. So here we are, everybody. As you can see, I figured out a little bit in the interim since we last spoke. Since I last checked in on ya, like my fucking hero, Bill Burr. I figured out the text. As you can see here. Oh, I get look at this shit. I got shadows. If you can see, there's a subtle shadow effect. I got outlines going on. Hey, Sir Ladrone, what's going on? The worst guy. Hey, you're ripping off my name opposite that I use sometimes. Oh, what's going on, everybody? Oh, it's good. It's good to be back. So maybe this is my worst guy ever persona with the glasses and all that I wear in my shitty day job. It's actually quite nice. I really have nothing to complain about, but it's not as fun as YouTube stuff and making videos. I'm doing a One Piece reread on Reddit. Congratulations, dude. That's nice. That's gonna take you a while. Oh my, we see his eyes. Rare best guy. Yes, guys, this is non-canon. This is you know, I'm fucking fussing with my headphone cord. I'm not an insane person. God damn it. Yeah, that's this is not canon. That's all a character that I'm playing. This is real me. This is the Joji to my Filthy Frank, I guess. Worst guy ever. I don't know. Something like that. What happened to my hair and sunglasses? This is me. You know who my favorite character is in the world? It was always Aizen from Bleach. He was a sexy guy, but then a new character came into existence who is significantly more attractive. And let me actually pull it up. You probably know who this is. I mean, you probably could guess. I mean, because I was talking about how hot this dude is. He's my hero. I want to look just like him, but I'm real, and he's an anime, so it'll never happen. Here we go. Whatever. I'll just this. Yeah. Persona 5 main character is like the most attractive male character. God, I keep bringing this up. How fucking hot this guy is. I think I'm learning something about myself. Anyway, we're shifting things around. There's some questions. Let me move these images around. Oh, as you can see, we're continuing from the continuity of last time. So this is its own thing. So let's fucking move this shit around. Get over here, no. You can hang out there. And our lovely meme gif. You can go right here, my dude. Okay, there we go. That's good. Questions. There we go. Let's see what we got. This is the realest guy ever stream. Yeah, hey, that's true. That's true. Persona 5 Protag looks kind of like you. Yay. That's what I want to look like more than anything else in the world. I wish I was an anime. You done goofing inviting people to the Discord? I think so. I mean, I thought about that beforehand. Like the text up here to with the link there was there. I removed it so that it wouldn't get flooded again. I don't know. They probably want it. Whatever. I don't know. I can't keep track of it. Nate, normally what days do you film Wiagawa? Hey, there's a good question for you. I film Wiagawa. I've gotten into a groove now, and I film every Tuesday because Tuesdays are the day that I come home from work, that I don't have to go to the gym after work, and I have time to go to the post office to pick up my packages at my P.O. box before I come home. So that is the day. And then once I've got my package, like that's the obstacle that prevents me from filming everything at once, not having the packages so I can do the PO box stuff. And then once I have them, I film on Tuesday. I try to get it all done then, and then I edit over the next couple days. And it's far less efficient than all the shit I do on Tuesdays. What else we got here? When you play a Naruto online. when they start shoving the big checks down my throat, I guess. Also, when you play Naruto online, wait, I just read that. There was another question. Right. A dank wizard. Hey, Nate, what exactly do you code at work? I'm a computer science major myself, and I was curious what exactly you do. Yeah, that's fine. I'll tell you what exactly I do. I work with like, Java. So in like Eclipse, which is this what do you call it? JRE? No. Fuck, I forget. Development environment, JDE, Java development environment. I can't remember, but Eclipse is like it's a thing that lets you code in Java. Oh, there's some in different languages, but I use the Java one. We use Eclipse and we code in Java, and that lets us really quick like test the code, and I do that. I code stuff in Java, little bits and pieces of like this big software. I also use a lot of Python because the main code of the software that I work on is in Java, but like all the lots of little bits and pieces like lower down in like the nitty gritty stuff uses Python. It's all interconnected. So I do a lot of Python too. Wait, so how often do you go to the gym? 3 times a week. Tog Warip is the goal. I generally make it about 2 times these days. It's just not good. I actually missed last week entirely because I fucked up my schedule bad just because like my Wiagawa stuff just got take too long, but there's no excuse. You got to go every fucking time. Nate, what crimes you committed / plan to commit? Oh, I'm a meme criminal. Why is the stream so gay? I don't know, man. You see in the stream what you project onto the stream. That's what this is. It's like a mirror. Java is for cucks. Thank you. Hey, I didn't choose it, man. The Java life chose me, as did the cuck life. I'm coding in C recently. I've never used basic C. I've only used C++. So there are individual codes in Visual C#. That's cool. Congrats. Hope that's fun. You're a programmer. That's a pretty rad job. Any tips for a future programmer? Yes. Well, I was going to say, like, work on programming on your own, on, like, stuff. Oh, okay, so all, like, the great programmers I've known throughout my life have had, like, a passion for it. And I know several. Like, some of my best friends are, they work in Washington State, up where there's a bunch of, like, tech companies. One works for Microsoft. All the guys who are, like, really good at programming have, like, a passion for it and just did it on their own in their spare time, which I did, too. You know, I would, like, make games and stuff when I was in college. But, like, I don't spend any time outside of work working on it. So, like, that might be why I was so eager to, like, look into alternative stuff. Like, alternative as in, like YouTube and things like that. Like, this totally alternative career path. So, work on your own projects outside of work, you know? Try to make your shit that like I've got a friend right now who's working on like plugin apps for like League of Legends, just because he like likes doing it and he thinks it's fun. And I think he's actually not a professional programmer, and he's working on becoming one. I think long-ish term. So I don't know, have a passion for it. Just work on your own shit, explore, see what's out there and do that stuff. And I don't know, whatever the fuck you want, dude. Vindy, hey, what's up, dude? Do you ever tired of being the Gurren Lagann guy? Let me read that again. Vindy asks, do you ever get tired of being the Gurren Lagann guy? Yes, very much so. And I know it's not like, it's almost unfair of me to say, because like right now, the image behind here is like a Gurren Lagann image, like at the back of this thing, where, hey, you can see my mouse scroll over here, right to the left here. Like you can see Yoko and the gang there. Yes. Any kind of being like pigeonholed as like a guy who's like into one, or who's like the guy for that thing. Like if I'm not really, but if I was known as like the Galco guy who just like makes videos about Galco, if like Galco were like a big industry or something, that would annoy me. If I was like a Pokemon guy, if I made tons of Pokemon videos, like that would really fucking annoy me. But yeah, some people do it and they have fun with it. It's fine. It's not a problem for them. It's just my presence on YouTube is about putting out my ideas and my thoughts on stuff. You know, it's not about like, oh, I love Pokemon so much, or oh, I love this one specific thing so much. Like, if you notice why I like Gurren Lagann specifically so much, is because so much of like my worldview I both learned from and like Gurren Lagann like speaks to it, you know, in some way or another. Either if it's like manliness or if it's like, you know, this pragmatic view of like how to better humanity. You know, like that. That's like the thing that makes that show so great, in addition to like the bombastic over the top action stuff, you know. So it's like it's the ideas within it that make it great. It's not like I see Gurren Lagann and I like shoot my load. It's that, you know, Gurren Lagann had a bunch of ideas that are really great, and that's why I like it. And I would like people to talk about ideas, not like these overarching labels that we slap on things to make things easier to discuss. Whatever, I don't know. So do I get tired of it? Yes, but I understand it's of my own making to some extent. And I don't know. Yeah, like, I don't know. I don't think I am, but I'm not going to continue to like be the Gurren Lagann guy, at least like to myself. I don't know. Ooh, best guy ever. A Link Cat asks, what are your top 3 One Piece arcs? Skypiea is number 1. And that's like the whole arc, including the essential Jaya arc, which is part of the, you know, we're talking about grand arcs here, and the Jaya Skypiea arc is just like so sublime. I might even like Jaya more than Skypiea. It's just like in terms of like density, because Jaya is short and so sweet. It's got the Blackbeard introduction with the incredible "The dreams of men will never die," which is like the greatest moment in all of One Piece, and just like is what One Piece is about. But okay, that's number 1, Skypiea. Number 2 is probably Enies Lobby. It'd be unfair to group like Water 7 in entirely. Enies Lobby's better anyway. So like all of Enies Lobby, it's got like some of the hypest fights ever. Nami gets like her second real fight ever, which is great. Chopper gets like his first real fight and his like only real fight ever against what's that guy? The guy with the crazy hair controlling powers, whatever. We see monster form for the first time. And of course, it's Robin's backstory. Okay, Robin's whole backstory is explained to us, and it's incredible. It's just like the best thing ever. So Enies Lobby's number 2. And what would number 3 be? I'll tell you what it's not. It's not the rescue of Ace. It's not wait, Enies, yeah, it's not whatever. You know, when Luffy saves Ace or whatever. It's not that. Like, that's great, but that's like a big, I don't know, I can't articulate, but it's not that. Arlong Park? Arlong Park is amazing. I'm just trying to think. I wish I had like a list of them. You know what? Let's pull up a list. Here we go. Just to find the arcs, One Piece arcs. Here we go. We'll go to the wiki and look at the arcs. Story arcs. Okay, here we go. In my tiny little window here. Okay, these names will be enough. What the fuck is this? Sorry, I know I'm taking a long time with like this one question, but fuck you. Oh, Alabasta. It might be Alabasta. Is there anything better than that? Okay, New World. What the fuck, Fishman? Whatever. I'm gonna say Alabasta. Let's move on. That was a long ass question. Nate, why do you look like an edgy teenager from from 2003 and not a big buff boy like you usually do? It's the way I'm sitting. It's like my hair that I didn't do anything with, and it's the glasses. You know, it's the total change of, but my attitude. I still got the sass. It's if you look deep down inside, if you don't stop at the surface level, you superficial bitch, then you'll see me for the badass man that I usually am. Yeah, and you can't see my huge muscles right now. I'm not that big, guys. I'm not that big. Everyone at the gym is fucking huge compared to me. At best guy ever. Are you gay? Hell yeah, my dude. Hell yeah. Whatever, I'm skipping these. Okay, no, I'm trying to answer all the questions that tag me. I'm sorry, there's so many questions. Use the tag, because I'm just like, they're the ones that catch my eye. I don't know the other guys' Discords. I can't comment on that. Have you played the new Hollow Knight? The Grim Troop DLC? Is that out already? That's like the second DLC, right? Like there was the first one that had the new, not Stagnite, Dung Beetle content, and there was a couple other things that were new. Shit. Like, so that was out. I haven't played that yet. And then I did not know that the Phantom Trooper, the Grim Troop was out. Is that really out yet? Really? For real? I thought that was coming out like later. I don't know. Whatever. I will play it. I will play it, though probably not just yet. Actually, I just beat the new Metroid game for 3DS like a few minutes ago. Well, like an hour or two ago. It was fantastic. By the way, everybody, it was fantastic. What IDE do you use? I don't know what that is. I guess I'll Google it. Integrated development environment. Oh, Eclipse? Yeah, I think that's what it is. I use Eclipse. That's like a programming thing. What programming environment do I use? Let's see. Sexual orientation? Gay as fuck, my dude. You know that. What's one of your regrets from college? Not getting laid sooner. No. I mean, I don't know. That's just like I should have gotten laid a lot sooner in general in my life. I should have worked at it harder. When I was a kid, I was like scared of like sex and girls. I don't know. It was weird. It was strange. I was also scared of alcohol when I was young. I don't know. Like it was just weird to me. But whatever. What's one of your regrets from college? Oh, you know what? Here's a fair one. There was this girl, Liz So, who was super hot, and I always wanted to ask her out, and I didn't work up the courage. I mean, one time I sort of hit on her a little bit, like senior year, like a couple weeks before graduation, so it was too late anyway. I always regretted that. Liz So, you were hot as fuck, and I should have made a move. Though I wasn't a cool guy, so like even if I had, it wouldn't have gone anywhere. Because before I did my shit in Tokyo, like before senior year, like I was not a cool guy. I was not fun. I was nerdy, and well, maybe my friends liked me. I don't know. But there's one. There you go. Let's move on. Shouldn't Water 7 be considered an arc of the Enies Lobby saga? Sort of, yes. Honestly, it's pretty loose. Like, if you're going to consider Jaya part of Skypiea, it would be pretty fair to consider Water 7 part of Enies Lobby. It's just that, like, those are, like, so clearly divided, you know? And I guess you could say that's true of Jaya and Skypiea, you know, a million fucking feet. But, like, the end of... Well, I guess that's true. I was going to say the end of Skypiea, like, ties directly back into the things that happened in Jaya. But that's also 100% true of Water 7 and Enies Lobby. So that's not even really that fair. I don't know, man. Maybe. I can't answer. Like, because Water 7 has some amazing shit too. I don't know. Maybe. I give up. You beat me. Fuck. I mean to stay like on top of all these, but the fucking asshole keeps jumping me down. Chopper's arc was pretty cool. Okay, here we go. No, Chopper's arc was pretty cool. Yeah, I guess. Just listen to the pyramid scheme, and I want to kill myself because I got suckered into doing it. Like, did you fall for the PC pyramid scheme? Is that what you fell for, or like you had done a pyramid scheme before and you regret it, and now you're sad? Hang on, I need a drink. Pray for a big water bottle. That's my favorite. Okay. So you've made your video on the Final Fantasy VII remake, but will you make a Fooly Cooly one someday? Entirely possible, except Fooly Cooly is in a different situation because it's not a remake, it's sequels, which does sort of fit in the same category. Like, it's an IP that they're like reviving after all this time, and they're like trying to do more with it. But like honestly, I'm way more open to the idea of like, oh, okay, this is all in the context of I hate both of these ideas. I don't want either of them. Yeah. Just like for what it is. Like, okay, so I just played the Metroid Samus Returns or whatever remake for 3DS. I beat it today and I loved it. But like the original is a Game Boy game, and okay, let's be real about it. It depends on the property that you're talking about. Okay, it's not a black and white thing across all mediums. So like that Game Boy game, like nobody's played it. I'm sure somebody out there loves it to death and like hates the remake and thinks like, oh, they removed this one thing that I loved. And you can totally feel that way. I totally respect that. But the remake really does do a lot of things amazingly well. And I'm going to talk about it more at some point, I'm sure. So like, it's a case-by-case basis, really. But like my whole thing with Square Enix and Final Fantasy VII Remake is that I don't trust Square Enix at all to make a good game. I just don't. I have zero faith that they can do it justice. And it's like my favorite game with like a story that I loved, and I have watched them for the last several decades slowly chip away at this game that I love with their constant like sequels and just bullshit movies and all this kind of stuff. Like I see them being corrupted and ruining the original vision. I see it every time they release a new compilation of Final Fantasy VII game. or movie or whatever. And so I know what to expect. Bad things. What was the question again? Fooly Cooley, right. So Fooly Cooley is going to be like Gynax and Production IG, I think, right? They're like working jointly. Like, Gynax, I think, has not really been impressing lately. Like, I really dislike, I pretty much dislike entirely the Eva rebuild movies. And, like, I just don't know what the fuck Gynax is doing these days. I haven't paid much attention. Like, Trigger that's what I'm thinking about. So do I trust them? No. And I think it's going to be cheap and bad, but like, it's not a remake, so it's not like ruining things, but it totally could. Like, if they bring back Naota and Haruko's going to be there, if they do something shitty with Haruko, like, that's going to be gay and dead. I will be gay and dead. So they're both bad, you know, like, I hate the ideas of both, but I hate a direct remake of something like 7 more just because of the context of the company and shit. Okay, let's move on. What else we got? Best One Piece arcs, says this individual, Jonadiah 13. Dressrosa, and number 1, Dressrosa. Look, Dressrosa had some good things going for it. You know, it really did. It really did. But, God, it just fucked up. It just fucked up in a bunch of, like, really important ways. How did Luffy break the strings? Joes couldn't break the strings. How did Luffy do it? It doesn't make any fucking sense. I will never forget how Luffy just broke the strings effortlessly. It's not... The fact that you can see my eyes is even freaking me out. I don't know if I'm going to do this again. I might have to do sunglasses forever, even though this is non-canonical. Is PCP a reference to Bakuman? It wasn't at the time, but it's evolved into one now. So I'm going to say yes. It's always been. Wow, calling me a superficial bitch, unsubbed, and reported, enjoy losing your YouTube bunnies. Fuck you, buddy. Hey, what can I do? His eyes make him look sleepy, do they? Really? Why? Maybe I should put them on, my sunglasses, you know. Okay, we're going to do this for a while. Right on top. There we go. We'll see how this goes for a while. If you had to smash one of the PCP boys, who would it be? Like, sexually smash or play him in a round of Smash Brothers Melee? I'd smash with Munchie because he plays Kirby and he's bad and I'd probably beat him. There you go. Will you do ASMR for us? No. Hopefully you could hear that. I should, like, crank up the gain to do it properly, but I don't want to fuck with the knob. Persona 5 thoughts. Haven't played it. Got a friend who's playing it. Likes it a lot. Would like to play it one day soon. Don't have the time to do it right now. I'll do it later. Ty Hansen. What do you think of people from the West attempting to break into the anime industry? Oh, you mean like Porter Robinson, how he got Shelter made and shit? Or like Misty Chronexia, how he had, you know, that like terrible anime made? I'm all for it. I am all for it. I kind of consider myself like in that sphere of like this bridge between East and West, you know? I don't know. I'm all for it, man. Like, anime, people say like, oh, what even is anime? It's not, it's just a fucking cartoon. Like, anime has a clear style to it, you know? And I am like, obviously I like it a lot. I am all for people going hard on it and doing it more. Like, so Misty Chronexia and like Porter Robinson, they're like, you know, they're fumbling around. They're trying to get it off the ground. We've seen things like Avatar, The Last Airbender have success. We've seen... I don't know. Steven Universe has employed animators in that shit, doing some of the best like choreography in the whole show. Like, it's funny, like obviously like the best looking things in the whole show come from like hiring literal anime animators to work on it. Yeah. No, man, I'm all for it. It's good. It's good. I encourage everyone to keep doing it. I think Porter Robinson's like done like the coolest shit so far with Shelter. It was good. It was good. I want more of that. Dub or sub, dub forever. And you know what? I always say I hate subs. Or no, sorry. I like subtitles. I read subtitles every time. But if I ever saw a dub first and like I got used to the dub, I'm just gonna watch the dub. That's how I am with like Princess Tutu, for example. Like, I watched a bunch of it in Japanese. I thought I was gonna hate it. I was like, they're not calling her Duck. They're calling her Ahiru. This fucking sucks, dude. Which did suck. But I got used to it pretty quickly and found that I liked it. It sounded nice in Japanese. And, like, it really does make the English voice actors, like, not sound so good by comparison. They really don't. They really don't. And I'm totally willing to admit this could be my bias, like, since I know English so fucking well and have such a fucking expansive fucking vocabulary. Fuck you. Like, hearing it in Japanese just adds a layer of mystery that I can be like, ooh, I wonder what this mysterious, sexy young lady who's 14-year-olds who I would have sex with is saying. Rue is super hot. Everyone agrees. Rue from Princess Tutu is like the hottest girl ever, but okay, whatever. I hope that answered the question. I can't even remember. Are you gay if you like reverse traps? A little bit. Top 5 anime that aren't Gurren Lagann. There are none. Everything else is shit. Why is that's terrible. Where are the sunglasses? Well, there you go. What do you think of One Piece? One Pace. Hey, super chat. I'll read that in a sec. How does this work? Do I click on it? Yeah, there we go. Discover your channel after finding your Kingdom Hearts lecture. Hey, a lecture. I should do a lecture on the Kingdom Hearts lecture after Ben's Christian lecture. Oh, cool. So you found Ben's and then you found mine. That's great. Love your vids and finally started reading One Piece and loving it. Keep it up. That's fantastic. Way to go, dude. You should subscribe to the Pod Cast channel. That's in it's linked in like all my newer videos. I didn't used to do it, but now it's in the description of all of them, and I should put it like on my main channel too. Yeah. Oh, me and Hypocrite, the ultimate One Piece fans in the world. Every month we talk about One Piece extensively. Every week. Every time there's a new chapter, we're there on the fucking. It's 9/11. The plane's just hit. The plane is One Piece, and we're freaking out. We're the live reporters covering the scene, and it's One Piece every week. 9/11. That's the connection I'm trying to make here. Oh, it's a tragedy every week, folks. Oh, I love it. Okay, what do we got here? What do you think of One Pace? Oh, I love the idea of One Pace. So One Pace is this project that these I don't know the people who are doing it, but if you search One Piece, it's like a One Piece re-edit of every episode of the show to actually remove all the terrible like filler just time sinks that Toei Animation puts in their anime episodes that they release of One Piece now, so that they do to stretch out the episodes to be super long and basically ruin the product and make it terrible and shit. So I love the idea. It's fantastic. Like, these people are going to save the One Piece anime. Though, personally, I hold out hope that one day there will be a like a Dragon Ball Kai for One Piece, like a One Piece Kai or whatever, that just does it all over again. We do it all over again once One Piece is, like, done. And, like, I don't know, they could start it, like, now, and when they get up to, like, the end of One Piece will be done in, like, 7 years or whatever. So they should do that as soon as possible. Because One Piece deserves a good anime. And the beginning of One Piece was totally great. But it's just that it's gone to shit, and I can't watch it anymore. So everybody, One Piece. If you got to watch the One Piece anime, watch One Piece. I recommend it. Though I can't actually vouch for the quality because I haven't seen that much of it. I'm just assuming that it's good. Whatever. I love the idea. Okay. What's the walking gif like the peanut butter? Oh, GIF. Oh, no, it's GIF. I always say GIF. GIF is shit. That's from Die Buster. That's no. If you don't know who this character is, unsubscribe. Delete yourself from real life. Because she's from Die Buster, one of my favorite anime. Watch Gunbuster, then watch Die Buster, and then you will know who Nono is right down there, my little boop, boop, boop. My second favorite waifu of all time after Nico Robin, so you know she's great. Okay, why do you hate Doflamingo? Okay, dude, that's a complicated question. Because I really... I'll tell you why I hate Doflamingo. Okay, so the thing about Doflamingo was he was always a mysterious puppet master guy. And it was his control over people that gave him his power. And this reflects in every aspect of the character. From, like, the way he just... like, everything that he did early on in the story, like, all we see him do ever at the beginning of the series is just control people with his string devil fruit power. And that's really cool, and it makes him unique among the villains in One Piece, that he is, like, he's both a political influencer as, like, a black market broker, as Joker, and then he also has this, like, that metaphor is condensed in his literal ability of puppeting people with the strings. He's the puppet master. Okay. So he's the puppet master, right? And then we get to his actual arc. Turns out he's, like, also one of the literal, like, toughest people on the planet who wasn't even taken down after Luffy's, like, super duper ultra mega triple punch with, you know, hockey and shit. Like, Doflamingo should have been like Caesar, only better and more interesting and cooler. Because, like, Caesar was a villain that Luffy fought in the New World on Punk Hazard, who, like, was not a tough guy. He was like a wizard scientist guy. And like Luffy was easily able to defeat that guy once he just got around his unique devil fruit powers. And like, what was it? Shino Kuni, Death of King. I know it means like Death Kingdom or whatever. Like he defeated Caesar using like his wits, more or less, because, you know, they had to like figure out how to fight him. Like that was a good fight. Luffy had to figure out that like, oh, I can't stand too close to Caesar because he has gas powers and will drain all the oxygen and I'll pass out. That's how Caesar got that awesome moment where he was able to like knock out like every Straw Hat at once, because that's his power. And then Luffy had to like figure that out and then beat him. Okay, so like, how does Luffy figure out how to beat Doflamingo in the end? A, he just punches him 1,000 fucking times harder than he's punched anyone ever, literally ever, because this is the first time we see Gear 4th, okay? And then, like, he also, like, his string power that we've seen is unbreakable by guys like Diamond Jaws, one of, like, probably the canonically most physically powerful character in the series. Luffy just effortlessly, like, snaps out of it by going Gear 4th. Like, what the fuck? Like, there was zero intelligence put into the way that Luffy was finally defeated, and I hated it. It's like, I know One Piece is a shonen series, but you have to have an intellectual foundation for the events that transpire. Like the crocodile fight. Remember when Luffy figured out that you have to cover yourself in water to hit crocodile, and he lost like 3 times before, I think he got like almost killed twice? Okay, he got almost killed. He figured out water could hurt crocodile. He fought crocodile with water. He lost that one. He got completely drained. He miraculously survived. I'll give Luffy 1 miracle per arc, and him being revived by the water is the one, even though he kind of like set that up himself. But nonetheless, and then he defeats Crocodile using his own blood as like the liquid hardening agent against Crocodile's unique specific weakness, because he's a Sandman, he's weak to liquid and water and shit. Like, that's how you fucking do it. You do not just like say that, oh, by the way, the big bad, his unique abilities, like they just don't matter for the main character. Like, it just doesn't matter. Forget it. Like, Luffy's gonna win. Luffy's just gonna win. Fuck everything else. It doesn't fucking matter. Like, it just flies in the face of what the character was set up to be. And okay, so that's like the actual what Doflamingo does in the arc. And then there's also the fact that like Doflamingo's ability to control people was first like he could control literally one person. Okay, the first time we see him, he can control literally one person. During Dressrosa, all right, during the flashback, we see Doflamingo extend his strings, control an entire battalion of soldiers in like a town away to just fucking like puppeteer like at least dozens of people at once. Like his powers just explode exponentially, and all of this flies in the face of him as a puppeteer character. He should be using political influence, and then his power should be like a small literal manifestation of that ability. You shouldn't be fucking up like this, Oda. You should know better than this. This is so obviously stupid as fuck. Oh god, there you go. Yeah, fuck the birdcage. Yeah, fuck the birdcage. Like what? He covered an entire kingdom with his strings. Put literally every person in the kingdom was his hostage. That's too powerful. That's too powerful. You can't be that strong. It doesn't make sense for the character. Okay. All that aside, so there was massive power creep with Doflamingo where it was totally unwarranted and it was infuriating. He should have fought with his wits. Oh, but Luffy has to fight like a strong guy as the final boss. No, he doesn't. You can find other ways to do it. Okay, whatever. And the other thing that's annoying about Doflamingo is, God, this is so infuriating. So, like, in Doflamingo's backstory, right, he is set up as he was a child of the Celestial Dragons, the Tenryubito, and his father, who was just a big SJW cuck, decided he had to pay reparations to the Normos out there, and he had to leave. He couldn't be a Celestial Dragon anymore. He had to just go be one of the people. So like immediately we're like, okay, good guy. This is a good person. He might be naive, he might be foolish, but he is a good man. So he leaves and he forces his wife and kids to leave with him because he's just so upset about this shit. So they go down, they be little people together, and it's like, God, I'm sorry. I have to collect myself. I'm so upset about this. So, like, eventually, the word gets out at the place where the Doflamingo, is that their name? Don Quixote. No, they're like the Don Quixote family, right? Whatever. The Doflamingo family, I think. They set up shop in some island somewhere, and like the people find out that they used to be celestial dragons, and of course they hate them because they're like an oppressive force. They control the Marines. They control the world government. They oppress everybody. They suck ass. So like they they crucify the whole family, right? So the mom dies, right? And Doflamingo's real mad about this. Understandable. Then, like, Doflamingo and his brother, Rocinante, and their father, Holy? Whatever. They get literally crucified by, like, the townspeople. And, like, okay, I get that. That's pretty edgy and over the top, but, like, I get it. Like, they want to torture them. I don't know why they, like, let them live afterward. Like, why the fuck did they let them live? Doesn't matter. So, like, they get away, all right, from that. And, like, there's this whole thing about, in that moment, Doflamingo swears vengeance against the people doing this to him who, like, in his mind, killed his mother, like, ruined his family, and are currently torturing him and shit. So, like, obviously, he's got grounds to be a little bit mad at, like, the normos of the world, at the commoners. So the culmination of this, and, like Doflamingo as an adult, we see is still having memories to this traumatic event as a child that clearly fucked him up inside. And what's the payoff to all this? Rocinante, Doflamingo's brother, talks to Sengoku and tells us, the audience, look, okay, Doflamingo was always evil. Always. All that stuff, fucked up shit that we went out of our way to show you in his history, that didn't matter at all. That was a waste of your time because he was always evil. Oda went so far out of his way to give Doflamingo, like, a understandable backstory, like a reason to be mad at the common people and to, like, aspire to be above them, to hate both the Tenryubito, who wouldn't let his family back inside, and to hate the commoners, to be in this weird, like, in-between state. He gave him all the backstory, and then he fucked it up! How do you do that? Like, by saying that Doflamingo was just always evil, it completely undercuts all the backstory that he gave to him. And it's just the worst possible way you could handle that character. It's unbelievable that Oda would fuck up that bad. I don't know, man. I don't know. Okay, let's move on. That's done. Whew, that was a brutal one. Is Samus Returns better than AM2R? Kinda. I know it's shocking. I would expect a fan game to be way better, but it kind of is. It kind of fucking is. I'll talk more about it later, but I'd play both, honestly. I loved both. So, yeah, they're both good. When will you let me into the secret clubhouse? Never, Ding. Not on your life. It boggles my mind that two people can meet up and have sex. Completely alien concept to me. You know, dude, I feel you. I feel where you're coming from. I'm going to read that super chat. Don't worry, dude. I don't know, man. It just, like, you build a relationship with someone. You get comfortable with each other, and then you fucking stick your penis inside. I don't know, man. It just happens. A dank wizard. Hey, Nate, did you ever have an existential crisis trying to figure out how computers work on a fundamental level? Like, how do zeros and ones equal fucking video games? Actually, I took quite a few, like, operating system courses in school, and, I worked on video games and stuff. So, I know how binary works and stuff. I had to, like, build an OS for one of my classes from scratch, basically, which I think I did in Python. Did I do it in Python? Yeah, I think I did. Yeah, I actually do know how it works. Like, I know that, how a computer has, like, bits, and everything in computers is based on the fundamental principle of you have an on and an off state, a 1 on state and a 0 off state. And based on that existing and having just a million of those, you can do some crazy stuff, man. You can make video games happen. It's nuts. And you have, like, specific individual components that, like, like render graphics or whatever. So there's like a bit of my computer, my graphics card, that's, like, generating the image you see on screen, all these fancy words and shit that, like, interprets all the data that's coming through to it and decides, like, oh, this pixel needs to be here, that pixel needs to be there. And all that is calculated, like, ahead of time by, like, what the CPU is doing. And then it just gets projected onto a screen eventually. So I actually do know how it works. Yeah. But good question. Sorry for asking this again, but if you became a fractured human, like from Jagan, what do you think you would look like? I really don't know. I don't know. I'd probably be some sort of, like, disgustingly swole guy with, like, anime eyes, like Kamina glasses and big old anime eyes. And, like, I would run around, like, eating people for gains, because, like, I want to be swole. I don't know. Something like that. Where the fuck is your girl Hillary? She's sleeping, guys. Give her rest. She's had a busy day running the fucking country, all right? She needs to chill. On a scale of 1 to Mumkey, how much do you drink? I saw that. Where'd that go? Oh, hang on. Fuck, where is this? Oh, I saw some good questions there. We will get to those. Though I'm probably not going to go for that much longer. Oh, we'll see. God damn it. Where the fuck is this? Okay, I'm just gonna. Have you seen the Netflix anime with Jaden Smith in it? Yes, I saw. Well, I saw the trailer. TBH, I saw the trailer. It was amazing. I don't know why I did a gay voice, but yeah, it was fantastic. I loved it. What the fuck were they thinking? Hang on. Did I must have jumped past some shit. Oh well, I lost some questions. Sorry guys. I don't care. JoJo Part 6, I love it. It's great. I love Jolene. She's my second favorite JoJo, I think, after Johnny, because she will have sex. Okay, there's that famous panel. You know what? I'm gonna bring it up. God, I love Persona 5, man. He's so hot. Okay, let's see if we can find it. Here we go. An organism that can have sex with anything it encounters. I'm kind of jealous. She's talking about snails. Like, basically for this panel and her level of sass overall, and like she, at one point in part 6, she just pierces her belly button for fun. I fucking love Jolene. She's such a badass, and she's got the best fight in all of JoJo. Jolene versus Vivian Westwood, and his stand that I can't remember the name of. That is the best fight in all of JoJo. I love it more than I love life itself. It's so fucking cool, and her victory pose, when she points directly to her Joestar star. The one tattoo I want to get in my life, that I probably never will, but I want to get the Joestar star because of Jolene's pose at the end of that fight. It's the most badass thing ever. Okay, what do we got? Thoughts on the Cory in the house meme? Spent. Done. Not that funny anymore. There you go. I loved her video about Princess and the Frog and Princess Tutu. Hey, I'm a princess guy, ain't I? I never thought I would find somebody who would agree they are the best. By the way, I subbed so hard after yesterday's vid. Yes, got one, guys. Infinity Rise 1. Well, thank you very much. I love princesses. What can I say? What is the manliest thing you've ever done? Have sex with a woman? Does that count? No, there's manlier things you can do. Okay, you know what? You know what's unironically the manliest thing I've ever done? Like work, you know, basically every day for years to build up an internet presence so that I could like break out of the career path that I was established on in my life and do one that I'm more passionate about, because that's what I choose to do with my life. Like that's, I know it's not one thing, but like being your own man means like being independent and running your shit the way you want to. That's how I see it. And that's like that's what I'm doing, man. I'm running full sprint ahead. That's what I'm doing right now. You know, this is part of the hustle, everybody. I still want to watch Toonami every Saturday night. Me too, dude. Me too. Though I guess I actually just don't watch TV anymore. But man, do I remember fondly those nights when I would stay up late on Saturday watching the anime block on Toonami and Adult Swim. Oh, I love it. Mother's Basement and Super iPad 12 made friends with Super Best Friends Play. It gained them an even bigger following. Why haven't you tried to earn their love? Through Mother's Basement, I did do a little bit of work with Liam on the Weebcast a couple times. Why haven't I? I mean, because I mean, maybe I should. I don't even shit on people for this, but like, I don't really think in terms of like, oh, I need to go make friends with this guy so he can promote me. And that's probably like a bad business decision, but I still foolishly think about like, okay, I need to make the best content myself. Even though it's definitely true that like having Digi as a good buddy has helped me a lot, and like all the PCB guys, but I think Digi probably most of all. But like obviously my success is not built on him alone. Like he helped me in some places, and it's great to work with the guy. He's an incredible content creator, and it's great to have him as a friend as well. So why do I not reach out to other guys? I don't know. Because I'm busy, honestly. Because I'm fucking busy. I don't got time. Like I've done a couple things with the Gaming Brit. I did like a big Final Fantasy 15 discussion with him on my second channel, Bestie Boy. So like I like that guy, and I like working with him. But like if I don't even have time to work with like the Gaming Brit, who I like, and we have a lot of shared interests, and who clearly wants to work with me, on, you know, at least on some level on some things, that like I just don't have time. I don't know. I probably should make time though. It's not an excuse. I gotta. Everybody, you gotta be. If you want to do what you want to do in life, it's your responsibility to make it work financially, all right? You just have to do it. Like, don't bitch and whine about how you wish there was, like, a socialist state, and I don't even hate socialism as an idea overall, but, like, right in the capitalist world we live in America, and if you live elsewhere, maybe you can get away with it, but, like, you gotta be able to support yourself. So, like, if you want to be an artist, and you want to be a painter, and, like, you don't give a fuck about doing anything but painting, like, you might need to get a job in the meantime so you can support, doing that shit. Like Mumkey Jones got a spare job, and I salute him for it because he's doing it to like, support himself while he works on YouTube to like make that his full-time career, which is what I'm doing with working my full-time job. And I do YouTube as much as I can on my own. And I'm trying, I'm building up that business little by little, and eventually I'll be able to go full-time, maybe. I know I was hoping for this year, but maybe next year. It's pretty close, guys. I'm getting there. I'm calculating every month my total net earnings through all my internet activities. It's getting up there. It's getting pretty good through this and the PCP and other stuff. But I'm reaching a level where one of these days I'll be able to go full time. Anyway, what about a Naruto Kai? That'd be fine. I just don't really care about Naruto that much. I don't think like the world would be losing that much if we didn't make a Naruto Kai. But the One Piece anime, like, is decidedly shit, and, like, nobody likes it who has any taste, and just isn't, like, so in the can for One Piece that they'll, like, watch anything. And maybe that was true of Naruto, too. I don't know. But, like, One Piece needs it. One Piece needs a resurrection. That's why I want, like, there to be a One Piece Kai. Because, like, the One Piece anime is, like, unwatchable. You know what? I haven't even seen it in years. I'm going off speculation and, like, what I remember from when I did watch. But, I don't know, man. Hey, super chat. What do we got here? Skyle. Hi, best guy. Do you plan on going to more cons this year? I need gay pics of you and my Rossiu cosplay. Yeah, I don't know, man. Or ma'am. I'm sorry. I don't know what the right one is. And not because of you. I just don't know what your gender is. But anyway, what the fuck was I gonna say? Oh, well, you said Rossiu, so obviously you're a guy. Anyway, what the fuck was I saying? I got flustered there. I fucked up for a second and got flustered. Oh, cons, right. Sorry, your question. Am I going to go to cons? I don't know, because, like, every time I go to a con, it's a big expense. And, like, if a con was going to fly me out to, like, do a panel or something and make it worth my while financially, that I might consider. But otherwise, I need my weekends to work on projects and stuff. So it's unlikely unless, like, there's a financial incentive to do so, just for pragmatic reasons. I got to be able to support myself so that I can, keep working on the shit. What else we got here? I don't know. Maybe it'd be like a good investment. Yeah, somebody would have to like sell me on it. I don't know. And if there was one nearby, I'd consider going. If there was one like near Cincinnati, that'd be cool. What do we got here? Excuse me. Blah. Nate, do you play Persona? If so, what's your favorite game? Oh, and by the way, I recognize you, Skyle, from my Twitter. I see you there all the time. Thanks for all the likes and the shares and the things. I like you. You're cool. I have Die Buster and not Gunbuster on DVD. Well, I mean, in my opinion, you got the better one. But, like, Die Buster is fantastic on its own. But, like, the thing that is unfortunate is that if you get to the end of Die Buster and you haven't seen Gunbuster, like, the big finish, it just won't, like, it won't matter to you. And, like, a lot of what makes it great really is the relationship to Gunbuster. It's, like, the perfect sequel. So, I know I've said this 1,000 times. Do you like English covers of anime openings? I do. I actually do. I like, because I used to do them myself, kind of, and I do a lot of covers anyway. There's one coming up the pipe you guys are going to like a lot. It's not an anime opening, though. But anyway, I like them. I listen to them, though, I generally like the original, because if it's got, like, it's got the heart, it's got, like, the things I recognize if it's a show that I really liked. But, I like them. Everyone should keep doing them. They're great. Any kind of creative stuff like that is great. And I love covers in general. Everybody go for it. I like those. There's, like, a subset of, like, really talented girls who sing, like, anime openings. There's probably men, too. I don't know. I've seen more girls. Thoughts on Gurren Lagann being way worse after the time skip? Okay. Gurren Lagann is way different after the time skip, sort of. Like, it definitely is. It definitely is different in terms. It has a hard stop for, like, Rossiu's fourth of the show. That's, like, it's like the Rossiu arc, basically. In my opinion, it, like, is good, during that time. It's good in a different way. It's great in a different, like, it's my favorite show ever. So what the fuck am I going to say? Yeah, I love it. You get to learn about Rossiu. And that's where, like, the show, like, introduces, like, being a Rossiu, like, what life is like for a Rossiu, like, someone who's, like, careful and can't live bombastically the way that, like, Simone did. See, guys, that's what the thing that people, like, dislike about Gurren Lagann, like, that's what I've come to appreciate that makes it special and great. So, like, it adds to the three-dimensionality of the show, and I just love it. It's fantastic. There you go. Fuck you. Does adding glasses make every girl better? Literally, yes. Literally, yes. Literally, yes. There's no doubt about it. But you know what I do like? I will admit, I like girls who don't wear glasses a lot of the time, and then they put them on later. That's what I'm about, dude. Like, I mean, you know, it all comes back to when I was a little baby boy with my first baby boner, watching Fooly Cooly with Nina Mori. Nina Mori. She doesn't wear glasses normally, but when sometimes she puts them on, and then she's looking real good. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Did we get to the Oremo questions yet? No, I'm not dealing with that. What type of anime would you like to see that hasn't been? I don't know. That's vague. Now, this is a good question that I probably don't have an answer for. Jake Singer, good one. If you were to ask an SBS question to Oda, what would it be? Okay, so like, so SBS is this column. It stands for something in Japanese, but it's like it's the column that in not every chapter, but like every volume of One Piece that comes out, Oda, author of One Piece, Eiichiro Oda, answers like several fan questions. And he just, you know, there's like a little page with like answers and questions. It goes like throughout the volume. There's like a bunch of pages in each volume. Honestly, I don't know, man. Like, there's too many things. I could ask about, like, oh, you know what I would say? I think my number one thing is, like, why doesn't Nico Robin wear cowboy hats anymore? Or, like, why doesn't she laugh and say Dara-shi-shi-shi? Like, the Robin cowboy hat, Dara-shi connection to Jaguar D. Sol, I will never let go. And if Oda does not revisit this, I will retroactively be extremely angry at much of, like, Robin's presentation after the time skip in One Piece. She has to wear cowboy hats, okay? It's part of her character. Whatever. I don't know, maybe, you know what? There are reasons why she, like, wouldn't wear it, like, because now she's got the straw hats. Like, she doesn't need to cling to the memory of Jaguar D. Sol. She could, like, have evolved as a person, but, like, god damn, don't let my nigga fall away. Don't let him be a memory. Jaguar was, like, such a fucking boss. Okay, whatever. Do you want to join the Discord's Naruto online club? Sign me up, my boy. My nibba. Is that okay to say? Nibba? That's the new thing, right? What would Oda have to do to make you stop reading or hate? What would Oda have to do to make you hate / stop reading One Piece? He'd have to write a bad manga. You know, it would have to be more bad than good, which it is nowhere close to. Obviously, it's like my favorite thing in the world. Hashtag fuck the birdcage. Yes. Have we gotten the Doffy rant now? Do Law and or hockey? Oh, Jesus. I'll give you the quick one on Law. Law is so super serious all the time. The best thing that Law ever did was, like, get made fun of by the Straw Hats, which was legitimately great because he was so edgy and serious throughout all of Punk Hazard. And then in, you know, on the boat on the way to Dressrosa, when he was hanging out with the Straw Hats, he started vibing with them and bouncing off their, you know, their vibrations, and, like, they goofed on him and laughed at him and shit. And that was great. It was so good to see his character get made fun of. Not because I, like, hate the guy, which I kind of do now, but it's because, like, One Piece is not like a grimdark, serious, like, Sasuke fucking grimdark anime series, manga, whatever. It's, yeah, you know, fuck that shit. It's not what I'm about. Why can't I see this here? Sorry, hang on. There was a super chat, but do I just skip ahead? Where the fuck is it? Okay, well, there's a super chat. I don't know if you can see it, but it's a dank wizard. PCP podcast topic, YouTubers who fell from grace. Yeah, all right. I have $2 from a dank wizard. Thank you very much. I'll take it under advisement. Maybe we'll do that. If Wano was bad, the new world is irredeemable. Oda couldn't come back from that. Nah, dude. But I mean, let's think. Fishman Island. Does that count? Yeah, that's post time skip. Fishman Island was good. It was quite good. It was great. I mean, for all of One Piece, it was, like, good. It wasn't, like, among the best arcs of One Piece, but that does not mean it's, like, bad and that makes One Piece irredeemable. Don't be ridiculous. Wait, you didn't say that. I'm projecting. Never mind. Like, Fishman Island's good. Punk Hazard is good, less good, not great. Dressrosa, was that, like, the next one? Oh, God, this does not actually look very good. Dressrosa, like, again, Dressrosa was, like, not terrible, but made some, like, major fuck-ups. I'll finish my Law rant in a sec. That's tied into this. And then, what else? And then now we're on Big Mom, which is great, which I love. Like, there's a couple things that are not perfect, but overall, this is by far the best arc of the New World. Yeah, like, it's great. It's not like, it's a little tough because, like, One Piece has changed. One Piece has really changed from, like, a Skypiea arc or, I don't know, like an Alabasta arc. It's nowhere close to bad. It's still great. Like, you could, like, a reasonable thing to say would be, like, that'll knock it, like, it could, if Wano is bad, it could knock it from, like, the #1 spot of One Piece. like the number one spot of anything in the world. Like, it is possible that could happen, but I don't think it's gonna happen. I think Wano's gonna be great. We've been waiting for Wano for a long time. There's been a lot of build up to Wano. I personally can't wait to learn about Odin and the people who made the poneglyphs. Spoilers for One Piece, everybody. You should know that by now. And like the guy who was in Gold Roger's crew, and like his arc that like he was killed or something by Kaido, and we're gonna fight Kaido, and it's gonna be this huge thing. Like, can you fucking imagine Luffy versus Kaido or whatever that's gonna manifest as? Oh, I cannot fucking wait. But back to finish my Law rant. Law. Dark emo fag boy, gay as shit, hate him because he's too edgy. He gets taken too seriously by the narrative too much of the time. He is too powerful, which wouldn't always be a problem, but because combined with his edginess, the fact that he's so fucking powerful, it's a little bit silly. And like they even gave his devil fruit, like the what do they call it, the Ope Ope no Mi, like the ability to like it's like regarded in One Piece as like the best devil fruit because you can do an operation to like give someone eternal life. Like his devil fruit lets you give people eternal life. Like, Oda, why are you literally making the Sasuke of One Piece with Law? What are you doing at this stage of the game? You should know better. And then the last thing is that like Law's backstory is like. You know, I don't hate that, like, he's the last survivor of a nation. That's fine. That's cool. I mean, it is a little bit fucking grandiose for just, like, some asshole kid. But whatever, it doesn't matter. But, like, it's the fact that he's also a D. Why the fuck is Law a D? Trafalgar... Law's full name is Trafalgar D. Wattel Law. Like, Oda, what are you doing? So it's the combination of all the factors. One, he's super grimdark serious, and he gets taken super seriously by the narrative. Two, he's like literally the most powerful character who everyone fucking loves and sucks the dick of. And three, like he's a D. He's a D? Why is he a D? Why is everyone a D now? Like just stop. Just stop. He didn't need to be a D. What does this add to the narrative? And I know there's like it's a big mystery like what the D means. Does it mean devil? Does it mean dragon slayer? Is it fairy tale? I don't know. It's because Law is the Sasuke of One Piece. What were you thinking, Oda? What were you thinking? God damn. Okay, what else we got going on? Is this Nibba saying thoughts on Made in Abyss? Nibba. Have you not watched me and Digi's Made in Abyss Weekly? I mean, I tweet about it. I mean, I guess I could see people who just watch my content not knowing because I haven't really like talked about it in videos or whatever. But hey, here's your announcement, everybody. Me and Digi are doing Made in Abyss Weekly. Oops, canceled. It literally is canceled. But we will be doing a follow-up, a finishing thing once the season's over, which it might be now. Might be like a week or two ago, or maybe in the future. But we'll be finishing it soon, and we'll do a podcast on it. But I quite liked it a lot for the first 3 episodes. Like one of my favorite anime in years. And then after that, it kind of got... Like, it just went a little bit downhill in terms of, like, energy and keeping my investment, just watching week to week. If I sat down and watched it all together, I'd probably love it. So we stopped around, like, episode 7 or something, and, yeah, I don't fucking know. We stopped because, like, we were kind of getting bored, like, a little bit. Like, the anime was just not keeping the energy up. Not enough was happening every episode. So I just hope it got better. I hope it picked up. And if it got better, I hope it gets a second season. I mean, I kind of hope it gets a second season regardless, because, like, when they come out, I'll just binge watch them. Though, actually, it'd be nice if it didn't get any more anime continuation so I can just read the manga and be done with it, because I much prefer reading manga. It's just, like, a way better use of my time, and, like, there's no filler. I can read at my own pace. Manga is, like, my preferred art form. Anime, like, controls your time. Any television show controls the time investment. But with manga, you have the freedom to read as fast as you can read, and I can read really fucking fast. Let me see. Just watch this podcast, you troll face. Yeah, there you go. You're right. The podcast Made in Abyss. Oh, here's a good question. Sam Q, how often do you plan on streaming in the future? I don't know, man. Maybe weekly. I'm not sure. I'll have to, like, this is just a goof. This is non-canonical, as we established. Yeah, I don't know, man. I really don't know. This is just a test for fun. Maybe, I'm thinking about weekly, though. Maybe monthly. I don't know. Any chance of you and Digi, rather than doing anime week by week, doing something like just watching the first episode of various anime, since the first episode is usually the most interesting anyway? Damn right it is. Asks Max D out, clearly a One Piece fan. I don't know, man. I would like to. Actually, me and Digi have had a bunch of ideas for like shows that we've been thinking about doing together. You know, even for PCP HQ, if that were to become a thing, which it will one day soon. But like even before that, like I have this one idea that I think is a really good one that would honestly take a lot of work, like for both of us to commit to doing it. But it honestly is kind of genius. But I'm not going to share the details. It's we'll see one day. How's the Jap studying going? I heard you got back into it. That is, people think that I got back into it because I got those books, like the Genki and like all the ones that I used when I was in Japan, and then yeah, the like Genki that I used in school, and then also I forgot the name of the other ones that I used when I was in Japan, and since then I have not like done any studying since I got them again. They're just like. They're just sitting there. They're just sitting there. I will pick them up again. I really want to keep doing that. What's up? Nothing. Streaming. Favorite guilty pleasure show? I don't really believe in guilty pleasures. I guess I kind of do. Like I know what people mean when they say that. I don't know. I don't really think about it a lot. I don't have a lot. Favorite Mia Math of a video? Ooh, good question. What's your favorite Mia Math of a video, everybody? What do you think? What's your favorite? I think maybe the hype as fuck exercise one for Dan Kiro Moteru. Fuck, my Japanese is fucking up, as you can see. Danberu o Moteru? Danberu Nankiro Moteru. That's it. Danberu Nankiro Moteru. I had to work through like the grammar in my head. Yeah, that's I'm just gonna say that one. That's good. There's a bunch of good ones in there. I also like the finale. I like the Q&A. And all that shit. Ever played Persona? I've talked about that before. I don't know. Oh shit! Skipped ahead a million. Fuck. All right, I'm gonna try to answer these faster. Okay, hang on. Skip back. Okay, yeah, let's skip back a bunch. Thoughts on thoughts? Heck yeah. Oh god. Oh, okay. Here we go. You know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna skip. There we go. Oh, shit. I know you live in Cincinnati, so will you be going to Cincy Comic-Con later this week? Later this week? Ah! I had no idea. No, because I'm not prepared for it. And, yeah, no, I had no idea that was happening. I'm not prepared, and I don't have the time right now. Okay, what else we got? What? Oh, that's a sad question. Why did they get rid of Robin's bangs? Literally the hottest part about her. You're not wrong. You are not wrong. Makes me sad. Like, let's look at Robin now. This makes me sad. Look at that stupid hat. Robin, that hat's stupid. The dress was hot as fuck when she got pinned down by the little guys. Oh, look at her. Just look at her. She's perfect. Okay, look at her here. Literally perfect. Hottest woman who ever lived. And look at her here. Jesus Christ. Like, that's a crazy-ass outfit. And then look at her here. Like, what the fuck? Was never a fan of this outfit. She looked better in the manga, but nah, my boy. Oh, baby. Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus. Okay, I don't know, man. I don't know. Also, I miss her being tan in the anime, but whatever. What do we got here? Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Okay. I just want to point out one thing about her, like, new design, the way her, like, bangs look. Can we get closer to that? You ever notice how her bangs do it, or not her bangs, but like her where her hair meets her scalp hair thing does like a weird thing now. God damn it, where the fuck is it? There, that's it. Okay, it's got like this like spiky frill here. God damn, she looked good in that. I think that was during what the fuck? Yeah, there we go. Jesus Christ, she looks great. Okay, she looks great there. Like she still manages to look great most of the time, but I do miss the bangs. Whatever. We got to move on. We got to live and learn, like Sonic, my hero. What kind of phone do you have? Galaxy S5. I'm gonna get a new one soon, I think, because it's shit, and I would really like to use it. You know how I do my inserts during Weagawas of like filming myself and stuff? Like I want a better phone to do that kind of stuff, and you know, various other things. So I want like I don't know. Recommend me. What's a good phone? I don't know. Fuck, I'm late. I have the bell on and still didn't get notified. I don't know, dude. That sucks. Don't know what the deal is. I'm gonna upload this. Oh, you know what? That's another thing. I'm thinking I might upload these maybe to the main channel or maybe to Bestie Boy. I don't want people to get like annoyed by them, but I mean, nobody got annoyed by the last one. But then again, if I flood the channel, it could be different. That's why I'm a little reluctant to do like weekly live streams and upload them. I don't know, man. I don't know. Are you hoping that becoming a full-time online personality will finally give you some more time for yourself? Excellent question. Excellent question. I am not hoping it. I know that that will be the case because here's the real shit. I am working 2 full-time jobs right now, which leaves me like almost no time to just like live. It really doesn't. Like, what the fuck was I saying? I'm sorry, I got distracted. Yeah, like 40 hours of just work time, not to mention commuting, which is a half an hour one way every week or every day. And then not to mention the other things like the gas costs and like having to stop to get groceries and just like everything involved in having that work, you know, in this place far away for at least, honestly, more like 50 hours a week of work. Like shit, dude, that's a lot of fucking work. Okay, what the fuck? Like I'm seeing super chats come up and I'm not seeing them appear on the screen. I don't know why that's happening, but whatever. I'm just going to read them. Cucko. So, okay, before I read those, to answer your question though, like, yeah, man, like it's some shit. Like my current lifestyle is like so tight packed with all kinds of shit. I can't even make the kind of content that I really want to make. Like Wiagawa is like an intermediary project. I would like to work more on things like a half in the bag style thing, which like gives you time to like do multiple takes, which I actually do in multiple takes, but like I cut so often in my fucking videos because like I just do it all at once and I fix it later. I just make it sound okay later. And I just have no choice because I have so little time. And this is what I have to do to have a full-time job and try to like grow a career doing online shit at the same time. So will I have more time? Like, absolutely. Like I know what my schedule is. And if I just took out the massive blocks from my weekdays that are used for work, like I'd have so much more time. I'd have so much more time to do all kinds of stuff. I'd be able to make the kind of content I want. I'd be able to, so I could make a Wiagawa in, I'll be generous and say, well, not generous, but I'll like err on the side of caution and say 2 days to make a Wiagawa. If I had all day, I could probably do it in 1 day, motherfucker. And then like Saturdays are PCP days. Sundays I could maybe take off. And then I'd have 4 other days to work on like, I mean, I've got a big project I'm working on right now. And like I'm barely able to chip away at it like every weekend when I have time. So yeah, man. Like that's why I tell you guys, like it will be a transformation. I am in a cocoon right now, a metamorphosis. I'm no longer a pupa. Is that the right word? I'm no longer a little caterpillar. I am a cocoona. Yes, I'm a cocoona, and I'm going to evolve into the Gurren Lagann Beedrill. Nah, I like metapods better. I'm a metapod, whatever. Like, I'm in my intermediate state right now where I've recognized what I have to do. I'm a bagon. Gonna turn to a flygon. Yeah, I like that. No, not a bag. A shellgon. God damn it. I'm fucking up all my metaphors. So the point I'm trying to make here, okay, is that when I am finally emancipated from having to work a full-time week, my content will undergo a transformation. And you should be scared. You should be terrified. You should be clutching your dick for fear that it's going to get blown off when the shit goes down. Like, man, I have so many plans. Have I told you guys that I've been waiting 2 years to finish these 2 projects I've been working on? I've mentioned them before, but like, it's just due to time. I just don't have time. And once I do have time and I can work on like a Wiagawa a week and then also work on my bigger projects more, and I can start working on like setting up like PCP HQ stuff, and we can start doing like a half in the bag style show is really what I want to be producing at some point once all the PCP gets together. And that's a ways off, 1, maybe 2 years, who knows. But yeah, like once I'm free of this work, I'll be able to move anywhere I want, make the content I want to make, and then also just, you know, continue doing what I'm doing. And I'm very careful with my finances. I see the direction that my things are going, and they're all going up. They're all steadily going up. I had a bunch of people pledge yesterday and today after the Tutu video, even though that video got less views than normal, which is interesting. But I guess people admired the passion that I had for it or something. Yeah, man, it's all trending up, and it's gonna be a whole new world once that shit goes down for sure. And that's why you should pledge to my Patreon at patreon.com/bestguyever. Yeah, I was going to say the procrastinators. Patreon.com/thebestguyever. No, patreon.com/bestguyever. That's the one. And yeah, man, set me free so I can make more content. I think you'll be impressed. I think you'll like it. And if not, unpledge and then fuck me. So there you go. You got nothing to lose. Okay. Zoe. Oh, the Zoe arc. Zoe arc was really good. You're right. That's another New World arc. Zoe was, should I say great? It's kind of part of the Big Mom arc, but yeah, I'll call it separate and I'll say it was great. Yeah, it was really good. I've only ever watched Gurren Lagann, Evangelion, and One Punch Man. What anime should I watch next? Isn't it interesting, the like normie animes? Not that I'm not calling you a normie, but like the like mainstream types of anime. Though Evangelion, does that count as a mainstream anime? Kind of does. It's just like the most popular, like otaku anime, but whatever. What should you watch next? Cowboy Bebop. I know that's like another like entry level one. Not that it, but it's like, it's one of the best. Or maybe like Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Everybody loves that. Or you could try Hunter x Hunter, like the new one from 2011. Everybody loves that. I have seen neither of those to their completion, but I know that they're much beloved. So yeah, like work on those. And then, I mean, once you're ready to break into like some hardcore otaku shit, Gunbuster and then Diebuster. Now those are going to be like, that's a new world for like somebody who's watched like only these kind of shows. Well, you've seen Evangelion, so like you've seen some crazy shit. You know what's up. By the way, let me read those super chats before I forget. $2 from Cucko Jenkins says, "Best guy screaming meme is art ever." Is this? I'm not sure if you mean that like a screaming meme is art. Like I'm saying that what I do is art, which is just me screaming, or that like a screaming meme I would call art, and that's you're making fun of me with that. I don't know. Ugh. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna go much longer because my throat is like dying. I talk too intensely during these. I need to learn to chill. Okay, hang on. I really gotta take a minute here. Okay, let me read these and we'll get back to the normal chat. Here's the super chats from before. The other one was, I already read the first one. The second was Harsh. Gives me $2 Canadian. Thank you. It says, any chance for more PCP lectures? I love how popular the PCP lectures are. They were great, and they were not that hard to make. The only thing was, like, the lecture was, like, that was, like, me blowing my load on, like, what is it, like, 20 years of, like, Kingdom Hearts fandom, personally. And, like, Ben blowing his load on, like, I don't know, 10 or 15 years of Sonichu fandom. I don't know, man. Like, those, there will be more. There will absolutely be more. I, in fact, have several planned. So I have, like, ideas for a bunch. So there will absolutely be more when, like, the next RadCon happens. But that's kind of up in the air right now. We all want it to happen. But there's a lot of questions as to, like, what venue we should do it in. And, I don't know, like, shit like that. It's probably going to be a while until you see any more of those. But they will come, and they will be great. I guarantee it. What do we got? I didn't even realize it was possible to work 2 full-time jobs. Says this person. Yeah, man, I do it. It's really, really hard, but I do it anyway because I want to be successful and I'm not giving up. What was I doing? Let me skip to the bottom of this. Hang on. Don't leave before you answer my questions, please. Control. No, fuck you, John Doe. What makes your question special, you asshole? Like, no, seriously, fuck you. Why would your question be special? Answer me that. Why are you entitled to my response? Because you watch me? If you're a patron, that's another story. You should let me know if you're a patron. That's totally different. But then you can just message me on fucking. You see, what you want, person, is you want fame. You want the little spotlight that I can give you on my stream here. You want that. And I could give that to you, but I won't give that to you. What have you done to earn it? Watched my content? Wow. Congratulations. I don't know, man. I don't like entitlement. I don't like it. Like, go build up your own channel and have your own opinions, dude. Fuck you, dude. I'm sorry. I'm overreacting. You're not. It's not that big a deal. You're not that bad a guy or anything. But I just don't get, like, what makes your question. Like, there's so many people here who I'm not going to get to their questions for by the time we're done. And what makes yours special? 10 Little Men. I mean, hey, man, you can always chip in some money like these fine folks, if you want to. I'm not saying you have to. I'm just saying, like, that's the fast track. 10 Little Men. What anime deserves a Brotherhood-type reboot, and why is it Nejima? I don't know. Maybe Nejima. I ain't seen it. I've seen a little bit of Nejima, and I played the porn games. So once in a while, those are Nejima, right? Yeah. Was there any porn in those? No. There were dating sims that I always would play to the end of hoping there was porn, and then there was never actually porn. I always would try to date the drunk girl with like the tan skin and the blonde hair. At least I think that's her. Yeah, I don't know, man. Ready for Rick and Morty in an hour? Oh, fuck. I'm not ready. I'll watch it tomorrow. Maybe me and Digi can record that like real quick tomorrow. I mean, if it's out, we will. What the fuck was I talking about? Oh, I was answering this question. Was there anything I didn't address there? Oh, what anime deserves a Brotherhood type reboot? What deserves? What deserves a reboot? God, what does deserve a reboot? I mean, One Piece is... It's One Piece. The answer is One Piece, without a doubt. But I already... Yeah, I'm trying to think of another one just for fun, because I already said that before. Hey, Claymore. These guys are suggesting Claymore. Claymore was never that good. I'm sorry, but Claymore was never really that good. I read, like... I honestly stopped, because it just, like, turned into, like, the same shit. And kind of got boring. Like the end game, like, power levels and shit, like, what the fuck was going on there? I just could not follow the logic anymore. Berserk, but not the one we got. Yeah, Berserk's not a bad choice. I honestly, I'm like done with Berserk, like anime adaptations. Like the manga, I love and I read whenever a new chapter comes out. I don't know. Berserk's had its. Let's let Berserk chill for a while, okay? It's had enough. Jeb. I'm gonna say the Jeb presidential campaign of 2016. That's my answer. All right, let's move on. Jeb. Someone send me a Jeb cutout, please. Please complete my collection. I love Jeb so much. Or a poster or whatever. Okay, what are we doing? Some dude I know accused Diebuster of being shit. Fuck, where'd that go? Oh, here, yeah, there it is. God, this is hard to do. Too short. Too short? Has this Nibba seen Gunbuster? They're the same length, motherfucker. Unlikable characters? I really want to like do the alien like little head of me with sunglasses comes out of my mouth right now. Someone should animate that. Someone should take this clip and fucking, you know, make an animation of that. With me being mad about someone not liking the Diebuster characters. Fuck this asshole, man. Like there are like kind of evil characters, like, you know, that kid, like that boy who does he try to sexually assault No? I think, yeah, he does. Like that, like that's not good. That's evil. But like, you know, you need bad guys. You need bad guys. But like, so like the real villain. Actually, I was gonna say the real villain in Diebuster is human nature, but no, the real villain is the fucking space monsters. That's like that's trying to destroy humanity. That's the real villain. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. No's great. Lalk. Someone tell me how to say her fucking name, please. I'm gonna call her Lalk. I don't know. That dude who like used to be a pilot and wishes that he still was, who is fat and is like the coach now. That poor man. That poor fucking man. Oh, yeah, they're all great. Fuck that guy. What do you think of Little Witch Academia? Oh, you know, I haven't watched the anime yet, and I really need to. I watched the first OVA, the first thing that ever came out. I absolutely loved it. I loved it so much. I told Digi at the time, like this is what I think could save anime. I think I said like something like that. So like the original was great. I downloaded the next OVA, and I've got the whole show on my computer right now, but I haven't actually watched it yet, so I really want to. And some people are. Hang on, I think I missed one or two. Some people are. I don't think it pops up when like people pledge $2 or something. I don't know why. I should like fix that. Someone says it makes me sad because I have the DLCs and it won't work. Says Vincent Salvatore. Why is that? What DLCs for Hollow Knight? Is that what you're talking about? That sucks, dude. I hope that works out for you. Death Alchemist says BGE. You hear Pluto is getting an anime adaptation? I like Pluto. Pluto was good. I read it. I thought it was cool. That's the one about like the robot guy with like he's got like a gun arm or something, and then like the world's full of robots. It's like real Astro Boy. It's like if Astro Boy was like legit shit, IRL. I remember reading it and liking it a lot. Did I finish it? I think I did finish it. Oh, whatever. I don't remember. My favorite by him was still 20th Century Boys. Yeah, that's the name, right? Yeah. Oh, but okay. Those two super chats that got missed. There was a $2. For Mr. Jack Is Boy. And if those aren't showing up here because they're $2, someone like let me know, because I want those to be visible. Like I don't like that people can't, you know, that like not every donation should pop up if they're gonna super chat anything, which is extremely generous and nice of them. Though they're getting something in return, so it's not like they're doing it just for my benefit entirely. But nonetheless, I appreciate everything you're doing. Okay, here we go. What do you hate most about Fairy Tail? Um, Everything in Fairy Tail would be excusable if the fights were good. If the fights were good, but the fights were never good, and they were just annoying and didn't have any logic to them and like made no sense. So I'm gonna say the fights. They were terrible. The fact that like at any time there's never a threat because they can just friendship and then they win. It's shit. It's garbage. Like that's the actual like friendship meme being used, and it's fucking disgusting. Oh, and I think there was another super chat here for $2. God damn it, where the fuck did it go? A dank wizard. Again, that was your second one, right? Nate, please say, fuck you, Jimmy, you big-nosed prick. Happy to do it, my friend. Happy to do it. Fuck off, Jimmy. Whoever that is. Fishman Island was hyped for so long before, too. That's why I'm also worried for Wano. Okay, here's the thing that it's true. Okay. Fishman Island was extremely hyped at the time, and you've got to keep that in mind. If you're reading through One Piece and then you get to Fishman Island, like, a lot of people probably expected, like, a lot of it probably has to do with that Hody Jones was sort of like an anti-villain, or like he wasn't like a powerful guy who that like we could feel a sense of triumph now that like One Piece is back from its hiatus, because it took like a month-long hiatus, like a month I think it was, that Oda took a break while he after like during the time skip or whatever. Was it? Yeah, I think it was like a month. But anyway, and then like when it came back, like the first real arc we get is Fishman Island, and it had been hyped up forever, and we were really excited for it. And then like the villain is just like some loser who's like he's a fucking nobody. Where meanwhile Luffy has like fought like every admiral of the Marines. He has fought like the most powerful. He's fought alongside Whitebeard and shit. And now like he's just like fucking around with some like piece of shit fishman who's got like nothing to his name, who just uses like steroids to get strong. What? Nibba? Nibba? What? Yeah, like I see why people were like disappointed by that, and like I get it in that context. But the thing you gotta remember is Hody Jones in his own context is a fantastic character. He's awesome. Like he's great. He represents like this idea of like, oh god, I'm so all about this. This is why I actually really like a lot of Fishman Island, because Hody Jones represents like bigotry, unjustified bigotry. Why does Hody Jones want to kill the humans? Because he heard they were bad. Therefore, he's going to like kill all of them. God, one of my favorite panels with Hody Jones, God, I love this so much, is this panel of like Hody Jones envisioning, like having a little like psychotic episode where he envisions himself like going to Reverie, like the big meeting of like all the governments in the world, and just like tearing it apart. Like he's got like a human in his mouth and he's like ripping people apart. It's like the best. It's sublime. It's fucking sublime, because we just get this picture of what Hody Jones wants to do to the world. Oh, I fucking love it. And that's what, yeah, but like again, he's just got no justification, and that's like such a big like twist that like nothing happened to this guy. It's the opposite of what you would expect from like a One Piece villain. It's like that's actually great writing. That is actually great writing. But like, it's true, like those incidents and the way the arc went did undercut a bit of the hype of the Fishman Island arc. True, guilty. It was a little bit thin on like the juiciness I think we all would have liked to see like Fishman Island like fleshed out a bit. But all things considered, we could have gotten a lot worse. And I think people will look back on it, one day as like an actually really great arc of One Piece. Even though it disappointed a little bit at the time, in the long term, we will appreciate it. I already do already. I've come to terms with the little bit of disappointment I had at the time, and I think there's a lot to love. Though I think some people think, including me, thought it represented sort of like a change of One Piece, where like, I don't know if I like where this is going. It's less about like personal villains. But Doflamingo was kind of the exception to this, but it's less about like individual personal villains and more about like people as part of like big criminal enterprises. And I think some people, that makes them a little worried. By the way, I think I missed a super chat. I did. I'm sorry, but I'm reading it now. Cammy for $5 said, "Have you watched Gundam? What's your favorite one?" Oh shit! Did I miss you say like a question about Gundam before? If I did, I'm so sorry. Cammy, $2 before. Thoughts on Gundam? Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done that. I really owe it to every super chat to read them out loud. But it's because it's like a $2 one and it doesn't pop up here. It's just, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. But so to answer your question, which you so generously have asked for, Um, man, honestly, dude, I've seen like no Gundam, like none. I watched some. Okay, that's not totally true, but I've seen a bunch of G Gundam. I have seen that when it was on Toonami or whatever back in the day. I watched a bunch of that. Liked it, didn't love it, but I know that's like alt universe, a totally silly, different Gundam thing. I just don't know shit about Gundam, man. I don't know anything about it. Uh, yeah, I don't get it because I haven't seen it. I don't know. Get back in the fucking robot, Amino. That's the guy's name, right? From like Gundam 1 or whatever it's called. Mobile Suit Gundam. That's like the first one. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know anything about it. I wish I did. One day I'll watch it and I'll become a good anime boy who knows shit about Gundam. I wish I had a more satisfying answer for it. I wish I could elaborate. What's the word? Extemporize more about it, but I don't know shit. How do you decide what you care enough about to make a video on? I just think about if I care about it enough, you know? It's really about like, do I have enough to say about this to fill out? I mean, I want to say like a 10-minute video, but God, my videos have been going so much longer now. I have to decrease it. I have to. Both the two giant videos that just came out, are they're almost like, one's like 40 minutes, the other's like almost half an hour. That's too long. I can't do it. I don't have time to fucking do that shit. Because they come out late if I try to. Just the editing itself takes too long. So I need to tamp that shit down and fucking do that shit, keep it like 10, 15 minutes is perfectly fine. I'm really bad at making like short videos. I'm really bad at it. I really need to work on like editing myself, you know? I think about that a lot, like how Digi talks about when he learned to write. Like first he learned how to just like put all his thoughts down, and then a crucial process that I have not learned was how to go back and cut out the shit you don't need. Like I'm a little bit different of like a content creator, but like that's still a skill that I think would be very helpful for me, especially with the script I'm working on right now. But we'll get back to that. Have you seen the Monogatari series? Nope, I've basically seen none. I've seen 5 episodes of like the first season. I've seen the snail and the crab, and I liked them both. And I've been meaning to watch more. I haven't seen like the movies or anything, though I've seen a couple clips. Looks interesting, looks good. We'll watch it someday. What do we got? So Luffy has been teaming with people from his generation with Law and now Benno? Benno? You must mean Capone. Who will Luffy team up with in Wano? Luffy will definitely acquire allies in Wano. Honestly, I don't think it's going to be any great shock. It's going to be Kinemon. Like, he's already allies with Kinemon and, what's the kid's name? Mononosuke? Yeah, like, he's like one of the little shoguns or whatever. Like, yeah, he's going to make allies with, like, Kinemon and, like, the samurai crew that he meets. I'm sure we'll meet some cool characters there, but, like, Kinemon is, like, we've already met, like, some of our main, like, people from that arc, I think, so... Which is good. I love how Oda sets things up 1,000 years in advance. He's a fucking genius. Guys, just when One Piece ends, all right, when One Piece ends, what other series are we going to have out there in the world that sets things up this far in advance? Like, how long ago did we meet Kinemon? 5 years? Was it 5 years? Maybe it was less than 5 years. Let's say 4 years. And the Wano arc is in, like, maybe 1 year from now, maybe? Probably sooner than that, to be honest, because Big Mom is wrapping up. But, like, Jesus Christ. What other series does that? What other series sets things up this far in advance? I don't know. We're going to lose something great when One Piece goes. And other shonen just can't do it. Like any serialized series could do it, but One Piece just does it by far the best it's ever been done. We have privilege to live right now, my friends, to read One Piece week to week and get rewarded the way we are. It's absolutely incredible. No other generation has gotten to do that. No one ever will in the future. I'm happy to be alive. I'm just thankful. Thank you, Oda. Thank you! All right, what are we doing? Okay. Hey, you want to see my DSP impression? Do I have 1 billion subscribers yet? Who are your favorite One Piece pirates outside the Straw Hats? Says Jokey. I actually really like Doflamingo's crew overall, even though I have all those problems with Doflamingo. Favorite pirate outside the Straw Hats? God, that's really, I don't know. Like, Usopp is kind of my favorite character. I also like Brook a lot, but they're all in the fucking Straw Hats. I don't know, man. Who the fuck else is there? There's like 0 other characters in One Piece. I don't know. There's a lot, man. I don't know. Foxy the Silver Fox. There you go. I can't think. I just can't think of any right now. Maybe Blackbeard. I like Blackbeard a lot. Hey, what do we got here? Tamashi Dane. That name sounds familiar. I bet I follow you on Twitter, or you follow me or something. Have you considered splitting Wiagawa into 2 videos each week? Mail, questions separate. I think would help the algorithm, I think. Love your content. Well, thank you very much. And yes, I have been thinking about that. I'm going to be thinking about that more as time goes on. I think it does make sense. I think it does make sense. But the way that I've been doing it, I kind of have to think about it a little bit and think about how I'm going to break things up. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, you know, I am getting more subscribers, so obviously people don't hate it, what I'm doing right now. But if it works for the algorithm, if it helps the algorithm, that's what I should be doing. And if it's easy for me to just, like, if I'm just, like, break it up, you know, then why not? Why fucking not? Maybe I could release a video, like, Friday and then Saturday? I don't know, because, like, the best I could have it, like, I always film on Tuesday, and I have to film on, or I can only film on Tuesday for, like, the package opening, and I want to do the filming all at once. I think it makes sense, because, like, it takes work to set up my shit, and I don't want to have to do that twice a week. Takes time. Whatever. There's your answer, I think. What is this? Pine Tree. I dropped One Piece because giving Sanji a new backstory was unnecessary, and everything else in the arc bored me. I wish I had the interest to continue it. Dude, have you read One Piece from the start? Because I kind of doubt it, all right? Like, why weren't you mad when Luffy got a whole backstory? You know, like, why didn't that make you drop One Piece then? Why didn't you get mad when Robin got a whole backstory about, you know, when she was a kid? Like, you gotta accept, dude. Like, and maybe it's too much for you, so, you know, I kind of understand it. But, like, One Piece is a series that deliberately does not tell you about the backstories of its characters for, like, at all. Like, it just leaves it totally ambiguous. So that Oda has the freedom, because it's such a long-running series, to, like, way down the road decide, like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna fucking, you know, whatever. I'm gonna, like, say Luffy grew up on Go, and he had this brother Ace, and he also had another brother Sabo. You know, so, like, he just does that, you know. And the fact that Sanji is royalty has, like, the first time that we ever knew that Sanji had the potential to be royalty was when we found out that his bounty was only for him being alive, not dead. Because that hinted that there is some interesting connection with Sanji with the world government. And I think that was that during, that was after, like, Sanji left. So that was either at the end of Dressrosa. Yeah, that was the end of Dressrosa. That's right, before Zoe. So, like, admittedly, that was recent. But, like, you already should have been thinking at that point about, like, oh, what does this mean for Sanji's character? Like, wow, this means that, like, because people have been theorizing that, like, one of the Tenryubito, who kind of looks like Sanji and dresses like him, would have been his dad. Like, people have been theorizing for since then. This must have been, like, 2 years ago, a year and a half ago or something. But as soon as that happened, that was Oda saying, like, okay, dude, warning everybody, we're introducing a thing where Sanji has a connection to the people. So, like, okay, you should have always expected any character could get a backstory at any time. I personally really don't want Zoro, for example, to get, like, some deep-ass samurai backstory during Wano, which would be, like, if he's ever going to get, like, a more backstory, it would be during Wano. But, like, I feel like we actually do know some things about his I mean, we knew things about Sanji's childhood, too, about growing up on the Barati, but it was always a mystery how Sanji got to the Barati. And, like, I admit it, it's a little bit clunky and annoying that they cram in, like, these extra, you know, plot points into characters. I don't like it. I don't like it, sort of. But I also do like it because, like, I don't know, man. Like, there's pluses and minuses to it, is what I'm trying to say. And if it's too much for you, I get it. But, like, I love it. Sorry, I gotta blow my nose. It's itching up a fucking storm. Yeah, okay. What were we saying? What the fuck was I saying? Something about, whatever, it doesn't matter. I think I'd finished my point anyway. Least favorite straw hat. Now, the easy one to say would be Nami. Because Nami doesn't do anything anymore other than steer the boat. Like, she did do stuff at the beginning of the Big Mom arc. That's kind of cool. But was it enough? Like, every character does something. It could be Frankie, because he does even less. You know what? He did get a fight. He did get that awesome fight against Baby 5, which sort of fleshed out the manliness side of his character, which I did like. I don't know, man. Chopper? It might be Chopper, because Chopper does the least of any of the characters and has like never had a good fight. The Monster Point one was good. Chopper going Monster Point was pretty good. I think it's Chopper. I gotta say Chopper. I'm sorry, Chopper. I like you, but you're really the weakest of the bunch. Because these are some good characters, you know. Have you ever been sodomized? Yeah. My dad comes over and we're just like, yeah, you know, it's time to go to town. Okay. I think this might have been the question thing. Oh, these are actually a couple good questions. So this is the thing about Diebuster being shit. He's looking for what's the best way to school. Oh, okay, I'll read the whole thing. Some dude I know accused Diebuster of being shit, too short, not enough substance and development, shallow characters, too over the top, and so on. What's the best way to school his ass? Okay, so I know I answered most of this before. When I got up to the thing about the characters being shallow or whatever, or shallow character, and I flipped my shit. But to answer your question, how to school his ass? There's literally nothing you can do, and you just shouldn't talk to him about it anymore. And that's just true of anything for people that like. You can't make people agree with you, you know? Like, the best thing you could do is some sort of like logical contradiction that proves he's wrong. But like, you're in the realm of opinion here, and there's nothing you can do to prove to him somehow scientifically that Diebuster is good. So, you know, fuck it, man. Yeah, let it go. You'll always know it's good. Here's what you can do. You can move on with your life and not worry about it, not obsess about it. I'm not saying you're obsessing about it, but don't. And just, you know, go be a real boy. Quincy Ackerman, when's your next big video scheduled for? Okay, here's the thing, Quincy Ackerman. I don't have a schedule for it. Like, I've never had a schedule for any of my videos before. But I'm working on it. Do you have a nose problem? Said someone. No, I had a fucking itchy nose, dude. I had to blow my nose. Yeah, it's not scheduled, but I'm working on it basically every day. We'll see it one day. I'm sorry, I wish I could tell you more, but there will be more details. Like, don't even worry about it until I give you a reason to, and I will give you reasons to. But I will say I'm hoping before the end of the year. I'll give you that as a parameter. I'll give you that. Hopefully before that. Angel's Egg was pretty good. Agreed. Thanks for helping me get back into anime after being out of it for such a long time. Hey, you're welcome, dude. I hope you enjoy it. Communist glasses are not orange. Oh, that is a good one. You know, that's true. But I always think about, like, ways I could have made my point even harder, you know? Couldn't got hard in the motherfucking paint. Favorite hentai niche, glasses. Yeah, that's not wrong. Is this all the questions? Okay. Are Futanari better than real women? Of course. Of course. They're honorable, unlike women. Not trustworthy. Let me see. Do you think you could do a video or small talk on why people love characters like Goldie Roger or Oda Nobunaga of Nobunaga no Chef? Oh, maybe that's not Oda Nobunaga. I don't know what Nobunaga no Chef is. Why people like Goldie Roger? Well, like, do you mean in universe? Like, I could talk about, like, you know, like a video called like inspirational anime characters, or, you know, that just is like a template. I talk about like how Goldie Roger inspired a generation and shit. I don't know. Have you read Junji Ito's works? Yeah, I've read a bunch. I talked about this before. I like him a lot. He's good. I like the Balloon Heads one. I like Uzumaki a lot. I like a lot of stuff. No backstory for Zoro, just cool plot for him to get a new sword. I don't know, dude. I'm a little worried that Zoro... Okay, I say worried that Zoro will get, like, a new backstory, but, like, Oda deliberately left space. Like, just like with, Just like with Sanji, there was no explanation given as to how... Oh, you know, this is a good point. There was no explanation as to how Sanji got on that ship as a kid chef. No explanation whatsoever. So it was always a mystery how he got there, because it was always very weird. Like, what the fuck is he doing as, like, a cook on this ship? How did he get there? Similarly, we have never, ever, ever seen Zoro's, like, family life or his, like, where he came from or any of that shit. We just know that for some reason he was a kid in this one town training at this dojo, and he really, really, really wanted to be a good swordsman. Like, why? What inspired that? We don't know. And the Kuina thing makes sense, but, like, something had to happen in his life to make him interested in the way of the sword, even before he met Kuina. So, like, there is room. They could cram in some backstory, and honestly, I think they will. I honestly think they will. Because I think Oda has deliberately waited this long to, like, add these kind of backstories to the characters. Because, like, what do we know about Zoro? What do we know about Zoro? He was a kid. He trained with Kuina. Kuina died. He got inspired to be a sword boy, and then he traveled the world as a sword boy until he joined the Straw Hat Pirates. And basically, he just does the same thing. He just trains to be a sword boy. So, like, I'm open to a story about how he came to the dojo. Do we need it? No. One Piece could finish, and it'd be fine. But, like, Oda has deliberately left the door open there. He's deliberately left it open. Now, Nami, on the other hand, we saw Nami as a baby be picked up from the battlefield of, like, this decimated place by Belmare. There is no room to add extra backstory to Nami. I don't care if Oda says one day that Nami turns out she was the long-lost princess of a fucking kingdom and her parents were killed and she ended up at that fucking village that Belmare was at and before she adopted her. I will lose my shit. That's not acceptable. You can't do that. Same with, like, Chopper. Brook, we don't know his backstory. He could get some development, you know, because we've never even seen him as a kid. For earliest we saw him was as an adult pirate. So I don't know. I'd be okay with it. I'm okay with them doing Zoro, and I honestly kind of hope they do. I kind of hope they do because it's been deliberately left so ambiguous. But we'll see. Dolphin Boy, thoughts on the importance of college in the current year, more specifically the negative and positive aspects of putting off enrollment. Okay, good question. Okay, college is really important. It really is important. I basically got my job because I just had a degree and had the skills required. But if I didn't have either of those, I would have been dead in the water at my programming job. I'm getting my voice cracking. So, to answer your question, putting off enrollment, huh? Okay, people should put off enrollment if you... Okay. There's two things to this. So, like, if you don't know what you want to do at all, like, why go to college and spend your money on it? Why not just, like, work? You know, earn some money for yourself so that you have something like a little nest egg to live on. You know, you can start becoming like a real human being. You know, that makes sense to me. But on the other hand, like, going to college sort of has a benefit of it forces you into an environment of exploration. And I know that's like what college is meant for. But it is a gamble. It's a real gamble. I have a coworker, not a coworker. I have a friend who got an English degree and was really not able to make the kind of money at a job that justified the time and money that he spent on that degree. I have another friend got a degree in music of some kind. After he almost finished his 4th year and then immediately doubled back and decided to spend 3 more years getting a computer science degree. So, like, he's 3 or 4 years in the hole for expenses of, you know, buying college stuff. So, like, it pays to do your research, to plan what you're going to do, and have a specific end goal before you go to college. But, like, it is true, though. If you wait, you will be older, and then you might be less appealing to people to hire. You know, that's not really a problem. It's just, like, things will get put on halt for you, you know, if you take longer to get your degree. I mean, I certainly did. You know, I finished my degree when I was 26, you know, and that's like 3 or 4 years later than most people get theirs. And yeah, it's like 3 years late. Like, it would have been nice to have it sooner. Like, I could have earned more money in the interim since then. Like, you only got so many years to live in your life, and only so many working years before you want to retire. So, like, you know, it does make sense to make as much money as early as possible. But, like, you know, don't waste your money. Have a plan, guys. Just don't throw away your money. Be smart. And these crazy loans, I don't know, go to a community college. Don't waste your money. That's all I could say. Be smart, plan, don't waste your money. Damn, I wish that tissue was me. What's up, Michelle? How you doing? Do you read My Hero Academia? Yes, kind of intermittently, because it doesn't really hold my interest week to week. It's okay. It's not great, you know? It's okay. It's good. It's good, but it's not great. Drew, I'm a freshman in computer science major. Do you have any advice? I would say, A, that is a great major. You're, like, they're The world needs computer science majors. That is one of the most lucrative fields you could be in, and honestly, not one of the hardest. Well, you know what? To be fair, I've been doing computer shit for a long time, so to me it's easy now. But it was hard to learn. But I get a real joy out of making software and then running it and having it actually work properly. So, you know, that's nice. I would say you're on the right path. Good. This is good. Keep doing what you're doing. Work hard, do well in school, get good grades, do your fucking homework. Don't fuck around like I did, and then have to redo classes for years and shit, and then eventually fucking stumble into your degree. Be focused, be dedicated, be serious about your work. Don't fuck around in school, and yeah, I don't know. Keep it up, boy. Keep it up, boyo. Do well and have fun. Just have fun with it. You know, fuck you. Burb friend. Here, hey, are you a Tutu fan? I know your question about Tutu. I can see it on the other screen. Here's $5 just for knowing that Princess Tutu exists. Only recently found your content, but I love your style already. Keep up the good work. That's great. You know, it's good to know that people like the style of video that I'm doing now, because, like, I discovered I fell into this whole thing during Mia Mafova and was kind of afraid if people would even like that kind of content before it, but, you know, people are watching, you know. People like it. I know, like if Alpha Omega Sin can get by with his level of production, which is fucking ass, like I should have no problem with my little bit of extra editing. Are you a cat person or a dog person? Asked Mr. Meatman. Dude, I'm a dog person for life. I've never been a cat guy. Never been a cat guy. Cats kind of scare me because I don't know what they're thinking, and they have claws, and they will fucking kill you. Like, dog claws are sharp. Dog claws are fucking sharp. And, sorry, dog claws are dull. The other ones, cats, right. Cats are sharp. They retract and then they extend. Oh, I hate cats. I don't hate them, but I don't trust them. Dogs are friendly and I love them and they're heroes. Dogs are great. What do we got? Craftsdorf. Hey, what's up, dude? Good work on the new fairy tale video. Likes it very much. Hope it continues to be successful. Why haven't you played La Mulana, the actual best 10 out of 10 masterpiece Metroidvania all the time? I think I did try once and, like, didn't like it. I don't know. No, you know what? I'm thinking of I'm thinking of Spelunky. I have never played La Mulana. Is it really that good? Is it really that good? I don't know, man. Maybe I should watch, like, a review or something. What do we got here? What do you think about Eureka 7, my guy? I think it's great. Cherry blossom, ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, something, fall in love. Dude, I remember when I saw the last episode of Eureka 7, I must have fucking watched that, like, I found it online and then watched it, like, over and over and over again. That moment where Renton, like, evolves the Nirvash and comes flying to Eureka, and then, like, he just kind of, like, floats down, and he's like, don't run off without me. Oh, my heart. It's a great show. I remember it lagging a little bit in the middle and me being like, ooh, what's this about? Not sure if I like this as much. But I'm pretty sure it's, like, great. It's like a 9 to a 10 overall. I should watch it again sometime. I'd really like to. Now, the sequels, ooh, boy. I don't know much about them. That response is just to, like, the what I've been hearing about it on the grapevine, that people don't seem to like them so much. So, I don't know. What do we got? Oh, somebody said, play the Mario plus Rabbids game. Best game on the Switch. Hey, check it out, everybody. Let me do this. Fuck, hang on. Wait for it. Big payoff coming. Hey, there it is. Can you see that? Raving Rabbids, everybody. Okay, you can't. It's totally out of focus, but that's it. That's it right there. Can you sell me on why that's good? Because, like, I actually have played for a couple hours, and, like, first of all, the jokes, like this physical comedy, like, I feel like I'm being I'm a baby playing a game for babies, and I hate that. I hate being talked down to in a game, and I really hate that. It made me stop playing because I'm just like I spent $60 on this game, and, like, it's treating me like a fucking 4-year-old. I hate this. Total Biscuit, why did you tell me this game was great if it's gonna treat me like a fucking baby? And then the battles were like, the battles are fun, but I don't know, man. Somebody sell me on it. Like, I haven't played it in, like, a week or two, just because, like, I don't know, not as good as I hoped it would be. Blowing my nose again. Hang on. Okay. What do we got? Where is this? Bye, it's Rick and Morty time. Hey, I don't blame you, dude. Hope it's good. I'm sure it'll be good. It's great. God, last episode, guys. How about that last Rick and Morty episode, my nibba? I'm going to say that now all the time. Ark of Covenant, by the way, $2, whatever it's called. I was going to say patron shout out, but it's a super chat. That's the one. Talk about Nia from Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann. I love Nia. She's great. I wish I had a statue. I would show her off. Hey, everybody, check this out. I know you saw this in the other video, but look at my Yoko. Look at my Yoko. She's so pretty. Okay, look at this. Just look how high that slit is. What a slut. She wears this around children now. Honestly, I think women should be sluttier around children. I really do. And I love sluts. Hashtag slut lives matter. I don't know. Like, I'm very pro slut. Because I really hate what the world is doing of, like, desexualizing all of life so that children just have, like, no access to even know what sex is. Like, I want to ask people who are, like, these, like, Christian values folks who are like, no, kids must never see sex. Like, when should you tell kids about sex? When's it okay? I don't know, man. It just seems like religion's into that, like, involved in that in a lot. And, it, like, in a big way, it feeds into that mentality. And you know how I feel about that business. Okay. What are your thoughts on the Ace Attorney series? I'm fond of it. I beat the whole first game, liked it a lot. Got about halfway through the second, and just kind of, like, got disinterested. I don't know. It's good. It's good. Not my favorite thing in the world. Would you want a Galco Season 2, or do you think one season was enough? I would love a Galco Season 2. If those same people made it, dude, the Galco manga is fantastic. I've got volumes 1, 2, and 3 over here. Actually, I think the anime covers, like, volumes 1 and 2. But I'm sure by now there's a volume 4 out. If they do the same thing, they make those short-ass episodes, those 10-minute episodes, they make a Season 2 of Galco, that same studio, because they proved that they are fucking champions, they should, without a doubt, make a Galco Season 2. I would love it. They proved their worth. They proved that they can make great fucking anime with that shit. And I love that they didn't feel the need to, like, oh, it's an anime, so we got to make it 22 minutes or whatever. No, they knew it was like a lighter show. It didn't need that much time to go into what it was trying to do. So they made it a 10-minute fucking, like a 13-episode show, 10-minute episodes, light as fuck, beautiful as shit. Loved it. Would love a Season 2. Make it happen immediately. And that reminds me, I have not read all through, I kind of skimmed through Volume 2 and 3 just to see. Volume 2 looked very familiar to the anime content, and Volume 3 looked totally new. So, where the fuck's my water go? Oh, here it is. Yeah, I have not read it yet. I will, though. I'll read them soon, and can't fucking wait. Okay, what do we got here? Cherry Blossom. Interested in Cuphead. Oh, geez. Cuphead, I think that looks a little hard for me, dude. You know, I mean, I've seen some, like, professional journalists play, and they had difficulty with it. What could I hope to do? How could I hope to, like, top that? These are professionals in the industry. If even they have difficulty overcoming the first fucking obstacle in the game, what hope do I have? But honestly, it looks, I mean, visually, it looks amazing. But, like, the actual level that we saw looked pretty basic as shit. I honestly don't think I've seen enough of the gameplay to know if it's a good game. Because, like, a game like Kirby's Epic Yarn looks amazing. Everyone loves it on the aesthetic. I hate that game because it's way too easy and boring. Like, the mechanics are in no way near interesting enough for me to like that game. I'm just not that kind of gamer, I guess. Not that kind of gamer. So if you know, if the gameplay's good, then I'll like it. If not, I won't like it. That's all I could say. But, you know, I mean, the art's enough to make me, like, interested. That's what got me in the door. So now I'm keeping an eye out for it. I know you don't watch a lot of DC animated features. Untrue. I just never talk about them. I've actually seen a lot. Like, whenever I hear there's a new one, like, when I heard there was a new, shit, man, like, I watched the what's it called? The one with the Joker that's famous, the Killing Joke. I watched the new Killing Joke one, which was shit. I have seen the Under the Hood one, the Batman Under the Hood one that's specifically about Red Hood. Yeah, I watched that. Motherfucker, I do watch the DC animated films. Fuck you. Though, I don't really keep track of them. But, like, I really like them. It's because I love the Batman Beyond Return of the Joker movie so much. Like, I watch that all the time because I fucking love it. I fell in love with it when I was a kid, and it's just like, yeah, man, it's one of my favorite movies. God, I fucking love that movie. And Under the Hood was great. Like I didn't know anything about the character of the Red Hood, you know, aka it's not Damien, it's Jason. Jason. And like sometimes I'll just go and I'll read the wiki, like the DC wiki for various characters, and I will fuck, what was I saying? I'll go read the DC wiki and I'll just like, oh yeah, Batman. Let's see what's going on with like Batman lore, because I've never been a comic book guy, but I always liked the TV show and all that shit. The cinematic universe, no, not the cinematic, the animated universe. That's the one. Yeah, I always liked that, and then I would read about like, oh, this happened in this movie. And there's this character, Jason Todd. I was like, oh, wait, there's a third Robin? I didn't know there was a third Robin. I didn't know there was a fourth Robin, Damien or whatever. Oh, I got to go find out about this. Oh, there's a new movie? Oh, I got to check that. Got to check this out. And so I do, because like I grew up watching, you know, like that guy who plays Batman, you know, like that guy, the Batman voice in the animated series. I love that dude. And Mark Hamill as the Joker is great. And, yeah, man, Under the Red Hood is like, it's like, outside of being a great Batman story, it's just like a great father-son story. I really like the idea of like, so the Joker is around. John DiMaggio plays him and does an okay job. He's just not Mark Hamill. You know, what can you do? He was okay. So the Red Hood comes to town. Batman, Jason Todd had died. This guy Red Hood shows up. Turns out it's Jason Todd. Batman's gonna stop him. You know, whatever. But like the way it all ends, because like the Joker's the one who killed Jason Todd. I'm sure everybody knows. Everyone knows fucking Batman lore and shit. The way the whole thing resolves, like the whole point of the whole movie is to get to the scene where you've got the Joker, Batman, and third Robin, Jason, aka the Red Hood, and they're all in a little triangle, and they're like, Batman, this is what it's all been about. Or like, you know, Bruce, he killed me. The Joker killed me. You, like, I'm here. I died. I came back to life through this, you know, whatever, miraculous, whatever. I came back to life through the waters of Lazarus, and you have allowed the Joker to live. How could you do this? And he's like, no, that's not what we do with criminals. We don't do that with criminals. He's like, no. You don't understand what I'm saying to you. I don't give a fuck about like crime or any of that. You should have killed him because you loved me. Because you fucking loved me. You should have fucking murdered this man. And Batman's just like, no, man, I can't fucking do that shit. Like, it's a slippery slope, die. You gotta understand where I'm coming from. I was actually, I kind of liked, does anybody else get the idea that the Batman might be a closeted Christ fag? You know what I'm saying? I get that impression. They talk about God sometimes. God damn it, Batman, why can't you be a pizza-faced atheist like me? Be on my team, damn it. But whatever, he's cool. He's probably like deist or something. What the fuck was I saying? Yeah, anyway, and then, right, so Batman's whole point that, like, no, you don't understand, Jason. I can't kill him, because, like, if I kill him, I'm just gonna start killing people. It's gonna be a big fucking deal. It's gonna be a big hassle. You don't want to live in that world. You don't want to live that life. So, get the fuck out of here, kid. Yeah, it's a good movie. It's a great movie. Really like it. That was good, and the Killing Joke one with Mark Hamill was garbage. Read the comic book instead. It's much better. God damn it. Just jumped, whatever. God damn it. All these nibbas asking about Persona 5. Here we go. You are super engaging. Ark of the Covenant. You are super engaging to listen to. Any big aspirations for that talent? Any advice for a fellow content creator on being engaging? Whatever. I think that's what it said. Ugly F. You talking about me? Ouch. Ouch, my boy. Let me see. Wait, does your approval of sluts extend to post-time skip One Piece? Oda has been going ham on them tits. Now, hold on a second. Are you saying a woman with big tits is a slut? Whoa, that's problematic, my dude. Nah, it's fine. I hate women, too. Well, first of all, you probably more mean like big women with big old tuts, then they wear scantily clad clothes. Then they are scantily clad, and then they're just showing them off to the people. That I understand more. Yeah, no, I love sluts. I love them all. Every woman who's showing off their goods in the public should be celebrated as a fucking hero. Yeah, I got no problem with that. Though, yeah, like every outfit that Robin's been in, like, it just, like, it tells me something about the character of Robin. Like, how great is it that Robin is, like, this dark, like, loves macabre shit, you know, like, archaeologist who loves history and shit, and yet she likes to look pretty. She likes to dress up and, like, show off the goods because she's a woman. She embraces her sexuality. Like, it's just nice in like today's culture to deal with like a guy like Oda who just like loves the feminine form. I think that's some reason why people like my content, because I just fucking love sexy women and I'm not afraid to talk about it. Yeah, I want to fuck all women. I want to fuck all women. They're all hot, all the hot ones anyway. But I don't run away from that at all. I used to be totally uncomfortable with sexuality, but like now, like yeah, like I love hot women. I love them. And I want them everywhere all the time. That's why I'm so like on the fitness train. Every woman should be as hot as possible so that I can enjoy them visually. And that goes for men too, because, I don't want a bunch of fat blobs running around. Everybody should be fucking fit as fuck so that we all look pretty for my benefit. That's what I want. Did that answer the question? I don't know. No, okay. The question was, you're super, right, so that was the Oda one. So yeah, everyone would be a slut. It's great. In terms of visual. In terms of like actually fucking around, just avoid STDs and it's pretty much okay too. You are super engaging to listen to. Any big aspirations for that talent? Right, that. My aspiration is to become a bigger content creator. God damn it, I gotta blow my nose again. Fuck. What the fuck? I don't know, I got something in my nose or something. What the fuck was I saying? Yeah, I want to be a bigger content creator. I want to make like bigger projects. Like, do I want to be like a newscaster or like a TV star or anything like that? I don't know. I do it if an interesting opportunity arose, but am I aiming for that? God damn it! What the fuck? No, I'm pursuing YouTube because I think YouTube's the way of the future, and it's the one thing that is available to me to do, and I am seeing progress with it, and I'm working towards my goals, and it's really nice and really good. So that's good. So. Advice. So, right. So I'm just going to keep doing this shit. This is what I want to do. This is what I'm happy doing. I'm comfortable with it. I like it and it's actually succeeding. So that's good. Advice to be engaging. I do have advice for that. I do have advice. Here's my advice. Stop being ashamed of yourself. And I'm not saying that you're ashamed of yourself, but like I was ashamed of myself in a lot of ways. As recently as when I did TBAP, I used to be embarrassed that I liked anime so much. I used to be embarrassed about that. And, like, the character Cake Standard back then, like, the whole thing about, like, him being embarrassed about liking anime, like, was a played-up joke of, like, who I really was at the time. But, like, since then, and, like, working with guys like Digi and Endless Jess and, to a lesser extent, like, Hypocrite, just because he doesn't do as much anime. But, like, all these anime guys who I know now, like, just by, like, being in their presence and just being online in general, like, I've learned to not be ashamed of the things that I'm really into. And just, I think, as a process of doing that and then just, like, grinding talking, like, a lot, doing the PCP for years, doing TBAP for years, all this shit, like, I just learned how to talk. And I learned how to just get my thoughts out quickly. I'm not thinking about anything I'm saying right now, really. It just comes out. It just comes out in one fucking stream that I have no control over. Am I puppeting myself? Is there a man behind the machine? Who's controlling what? I don't know. I don't have answers to those questions. But I would say just start talking a lot, my dude. Just start saying things. Don't be ashamed. And the best way to not be embarrassed to say things is to be in control of yourself. Have command over the subjects that you're going to talk about so that you are prepared to speak. Like, for example, when I'm at work, I'm much less likely to, like, chime in and say things at a meeting if I don't know what the fuck anyone's talking about. But, like, when I do know what's going on, if I'm in charge, if this is, like, a project that I'm running and I've, like, got my shit laid out and everyone, is beating to my drum, because I'm the one who, like, called the meeting and I've organized stuff and I've done the code and I know it inside and out. Like, then I'm like, bam, 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 here we go. I got a million things to say. And, like, that's how, like, life is. Like, I've just become a more confident person, so I'm not ashamed or embarrassed to, like, put forth my ideas. And, like, not that you're ashamed, you're embarrassed or whatever, but it's, like, I've developed a level of confidence where I just know that I can say things and people won't, like, attack me, and I'm prepared to, like, back up the things I'm saying. Like, everything I say, I pretty much I've thought about before, and I'm prepared to, go. People are talking about not looking forward to taking public speaking classes. Hey man, honestly, I don't think that's a bad idea. Like, my public speaking classes were TBAP, the procrastinators, doing YouTube shit in general, live streams, any of that stuff. So that, yeah. And if a class is like your vehicle to get the kind of practice, like, get practice at the thing you want to do. If you want to be a good speaker, go fucking speak immediately as much as possible. Put in your 10,000 hours right now, because on that journey you will learn so much about yourself. Like, the thing I want you to do is do not sit around and wish that, like, oh, why am I just not good enough? Why can't I be this already? Like, years ago I dreamt of like being a decent YouTube guy, and like I'm starting to get there a little bit. When I hit 100,000 subs, I'll think like, you know what, I'm doing it, man. I'm finally actually like achieving it. Like, I've this is a major milestone. I could probably support myself now. Right now, I don't think I've made it just yet. Getting close to 50K subs. That's going to be exciting. Not there yet. But that's not quite a sustainable income level at that point, so I've got a lot of growing to do. But nonetheless, if you want to do something, go get your practice. Go get just do it immediately. What are you waiting for? Go become adept. Okay, right. So just to finish this point, to be confident at talking or anything else you want to do, to like be willing to do it in front of people, practice 1,000 fucking times. So if the thing you want to improve on is being engaging, go practice that. Do podcasts. Like, go like approach people to do podcasts, because even that's a skill, to like just talking to people and making connections. I don't know, live stream or whatever. Work on your skills. Script videos, record them, practice your I did a lot of like voice acting stuff. Just for videos, just like reading scripts. But like you notice like your inflections, you're like, ooh, I didn't like that. I should work on that. You notice these things when you're on that grind. So go do it, man. Just like do that. If that was you who commented there, like, yeah, go do that, that class and fucking rock it. Like, if that's what you want to get good at, get serious about it. Like how I work 2 fucking jobs because I'm serious about achieving my goals here and doing this shit. I'm doing it every week. Every day I'm working on this shit because I want to get to somewhere, and I'm not going to stop till I get there. And then I want to go even beyond that. That's just a current goal. I often speak too fast, and I want to be a voice actor. Any advice? Yes, practice, motherfucker, practice. Fucking record your lines, listen to them back, think, wow, I really fucked that one up. Let me do it again. That's what you need to be doing. All right? That's what fucking practice. What are you doing? What else is there to do? Come on, man. Come on. Yeah, there you go. So that's it. Just like anything you want to be good at life and doing, practice it. And if you just want to be like confident in general, I would say develop a skill. Have something to talk about. Have something going on in your life. And if you like are obsessed with video games or whatever, and like what I'm saying is, like, if the thing that you have in your life that you do is something that you're like embarrassed to talk about, then do something else. In addition, you don't have to give anything up, but like, man, all the video games that I wish I could be playing right now, but instead of playing them, like, I'm, live streaming and working on videos and stuff. Like, yeah, like I started an emulator on my computer, Castlevania Circle of the Moon, the GBA game my first Castlevania that I haven't played in fucking 2 decades or so, or I don't know, something like, no, a decade and a half or something. Like, God, I want to play that video game, but like, no, I'm here, I'm working. I was doing work right before the stream. I'm doing work now. That's what you got to do, man. That's what you got to do. Yeah, there you go. I think that answered your question. Somewhere in there was an answer. Okay, everybody. We're gonna do one more. We're gonna do one more question. One more question, and then we're done. Goldman, I love you, Nate. Thank you. Okay, here we go. Let's get a last question. Ah, fuck. Okay, we'll read this one. Hey, dumbass. Rip on ordinal scale. I don't know what that is. Completely unnecessary to the overall plot. Wait, what? SAO is trash that I love. I've never seen Sword Art Online. Or I haven't seen much of Sword Art Online, I should say. So I don't know what that is. And, like, I don't think about it ever. The most I ever thought about Sword Art Online was during Digi's video, so, I don't care. The questions are flooding in. Okay, this is the last one. Here we go. What is this? Talk about doing Miyamafas. Yeah, everybody doing Miyamafa or whatever works for you. Challenge yourself. Get out there and start doing what you want to do. Favorite sex position, doggy style is good. There is actually, okay, this is it. Whatever this is the last thing. Okay, how do you read your manga? Online. Always online. I don't download shit, though I will if I have to. Okay, that's it. And the last question is, there is actually a Pokemon porn Nuzlocke, and the B-Drill does an outright Giga Drill breaker? Wait, but it's a porn? What? It's called Szira Nuzlocke. Look it up on X Hentai. Oh, it's a porn like of a Nuzlocke. Well, that's cool. That's not a question. You know what? All right. One more question. I think I'm fucking up, but all right. This is the last question. Whatever. Blackbeard kills Kaido at the end of Wano. Um, yeah, I could see that happening. I could see that happening. Like, because we're leading up to the finale of One Piece, and like I don't really know how like Luffy's going to beat Kaido. Like he'll have to get a pretty big power upgrade or do some sort of like strategic thing. Like, hey, remember in Paper Mario, the first Paper Mario, how like there was an invincible monster who like kept his heart locked away in a chest, and then like you had to go find the heart and like kill it in order to like kill Tubba Blubba, I think was his name. Yeah, and that was really dope. Like that was a great arc. Like maybe there'll be something similar for him because they there has to be some sort of weakness for Kaido. And if you notice, he has a big old scar on his body. So like, how the fuck did he get that? I don't know. We'll see. But if I could see like Luffy fighting him. You know, no, because there can't be anything to rob like the Straw Hats of the triumph of defeating Kaido if they end up in a 1v1 situation. Now, if they don't, and if there's like a like you know, for whatever reason, like Blackbeard's crew ends up fighting Kaido, that would be interesting. I think a little deflating, might be a little unfortunate, but I don't know. What was going on here? Shit, did I talk about Nia from Gurren Lagann enough? I love Nia. She's great. Simone's waifu. She's super cute. Okay, there you go. I'm just looking at the super chat. And, okay, here we go. Last thing. £5. By the way, Nico Robin is mine. Hey, fuck you, buddy. But I have... Hang on. I have her as a little baby version of herself. And as a super sexy, I think this is her Dressrosa version of herself. So I've got two at least. I've got a bunch more up there, but so fuck you. She's actually mine. Okay, that's it, everybody. Thanks for watching. I'm glad everybody had fun. This was a totally random time. Like this is like Sunday night, so like everyone's getting ready for fucking work and school in the morning. So this is like a terrible time to do it. So I'm not planning on doing it. Maybe I do it like Sunday during the day. Could be a thing I do. But anyway, I'm glad that we all had fun and showed up and did all kinds of cool things. But we're done. We're wrapping it up, everybody. Have a nice night. Yeah, you too, everybody. You too, Bacon Hawk. Bye-bye.